Good morning from the beautiful, well, I mean, it's a bit grey today, but the beautiful Bay of Cadiz in the south of Spain for day number 4 of the iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships. Yesterday we had day 3. That was the first day of the live stream, and we had an absolutely epic day, and we're really looking forward to what's coming up today. And with that said, let's have a quick look at what happened yesterday. It was sick. It was absolutely epic. I mean, these guys, the under 19 and the under 17 riders here in the World Championships, they really, really did put on a show for us. It was just epic. I mean, in the morning we had some course racing, and then in the afternoon we had a full set of slalom races from the under 19 Gold Fleet. For the boys, and it was just absolutely amazing to see. We had both those formats. In a really big range of conditions, actually. I mean, in the morning it was a bit more windy, it was a bit more grey, and then towards the afternoon, as time went on, it brightened up a little bit. The wind let off a little bit. But it was dreamy. We had an absolute range of conditions, and it was just epic. And we're really looking forward to what's coming up today. But also yesterday there was a bit of a mix up in those rankings. Actually, I mean, there was a bit of moving around, some different people winning races. But I mean, there was a few standouts. So let's have a look at those current top 10 rankings for the under 19 men at the minute. So leading. The under 19 Gold Fleet, well, the under 19 overall, Federico Pelloni, having a great race so far, great competition. He's doing extremely well. And then just behind him, we have Leonardo Tomasini, his teammate, doing extremely well. Actually, he's really come into this year. Leonardo's really come into his element here, and really and showing it this competition as well, but finishing off that top 10. There we are. And moving on to the girls, we have Tuva Opadel moving into that first place from yesterday, winning some races yesterday. We saw a little interview from her, and then just behind her, Carola Colasanto, the Italian, and then Tuva's teammate Maya Giesler in that third place, followed by Christina, the European champion. And then Alexandra finishing that top 5. 6th, we have Barbara. In 7th, Merve Vatan from Turkey. In 8th, Nella. And then 9th, Lina. And then finishing off that top 10, Linda Oprani from Italy. But yeah, it's going to be, we've got some epic racing coming up. We are planning to go for course racing here on Course Area B. We are concentrating on Course Area B this competition for the live streams, as it's a bit closer to the beach, and it's going to provide some absolutely epic action. But out on the course at the minute, we have the under 19 Gold Fleet for the boys, and also the under 19 girls fleet, and they're just getting ready for those racing coming up. And so the start is coming up soon. So let's have a little look at how those starts work. The start, one of the most important parts of a race. But with great importance comes great complications, as there are many aspects you have to think about. Number 1, whether you will start going left or you will going right, which introduces the port and starboard rule. In a nutshell, people going right have right of way, so anyone going left on port has to avoid them. Another part is whether you start in the middle of the line or one of the edges. Here, they work out what's called the bias, which is basically they find out which side of the start line is closer to that upwind mark. So if they fall off that bias star, they overall sail a shorter course, meaning that they have a head start in that race. When is it a good time to start on port?
Depends on the wind, probably.
On the start line, when do you decide to go for speed or for height?
If you have space and you can accelerate by going fast, you do it. But if you have someone near you, the best thing is to keep the upwind and go straight.
So do keep in mind all these aspects that the riders have to go through. It really is one of the most important aspects of a race as we jump straight into the action for the under-19 Gold Boys fleet coming up. Not long to go, only 5 seconds, all lining up onto this start. Starting to fall, it's still quite light. And there we go, coming off. Oh, where's the gun? Where's the gun? There we are. All banging out, pumping extremely hard up onto their first race of the day for the under-19 boys. Sweden 28, really going down that bottom end, having a great start actually. That is Vidar down that bottom end, but it looks as if maybe someone in the middle, is that Davis in the middle, and then also a British dude, British guy down there, both having great starts at the minute. But I mean, it's all extremely close in that group there, but as we saw in that little explainer, the start is extremely important. There is so many aspects you have to think about. As we can see, some of the riders have already tacked off to go onto the right side of the course. I mean, that's it. It is gusty. It's a bit shifty here today as well. I mean, it's fairly light winds at the minute. Not much over. And let's go to that replay of that start. We saw Vidar, Sweden 28, right down that bottom end. Oh, it looks as if he had a very good start there. Really putting in some powerful pumps there. Italy 8:30 just behind him. And there we go. Banging that start. A great start. Confirmation, I'm pretty sure that was all clear, that start. Estonia 686 coming across our screen at the minute. That he's just cruising upwind, but that's it. He's going off onto that left side. That is he's going off onto that left side, but it looks as if he's leading that left side actually at the minute. But the majority have gone off onto that right side, as a lot of them actually already are tacking off. But we're going to see which side will pay in this course. 686, I'm pretty sure that is Axel. Axel, we did see him yesterday actually. He did have some really good results yesterday. I mean, he's come into day number 4. He's come into day number 4. Quite a strong position actually. In 19th place, he's in that top. Did you see that? I think that was a falling tack. Good grief, Axel putting in an absolutely epic tack there, doing it expertly done, not losing a lot on that tack at all, just cruising around. Absolutely amazing stuff as he goes out on starboard towards the rest. But you see, remember the port and starboard rule. Axel here has right of way as he pumps over this Norwegian dude down that bottom. But let's have a little look at that. Look at that leaderboard right now. I mean, it's a little bit after that start, so it has spaced out a little bit. As we can see, I mean, these riders really have spaced out. They've got a lot of room around them now and really making their strategies, their tactics to make them to get them towards that upwind in first place position. But it's all moving around that top, and we see Czech 63, Italy 286, Boris GBR 319 in amongst of that top 3 at the minute. But first and second is extremely tight at the minute, as they're all majority of them now tacking. Where is that ley line? Do you think that is the correct ley line? I mean, we're going to find out. If we can't quite see that upwind mark at the minute, but we're going to see who will make that ley line. I mean, these guys, they're all tacking now. But where is that ley line? You know, they're all tacking at different points. Meters can make the difference between making that upwind mark and not making that upwind mark. But it looks as if there's 2 riders on the right side of our screen. Could that be Czech 63 and also maybe Boris moving up into there? But it looks as if, who is that rounding that top mark there? You see that big red red mark there, that is the mark they're all rounding now. And first place has just gone round. That is check 63. I'm pretty sure that will be Double D. Will that be 63? That is David Durda having a great race so far, but not much separates them at all. I mean, in second place now, we do have Boris Shaw, and just 10 metres behind in Italy, 286. That is Federico repping that yellow bib there. Look at it. This is the top three in the race at the minute. Double D, David Durda just in the front there. Having a little bit of a lead, around 30 metres, but not much separates that second and third. Federico and also Boris as all the rest. Oh, some people have got held up on that upwind mark, unfortunately. It is quite light at the minute. It is quite light, and that's where these decisions really prove a big point. And moving, let's have a quick look at this. Is the under-19 women. Their start coming up, their first race of the day. Not long to go to this start. As you can see, they're already lining up, ready for this start. This is the upwind start, as they will be doing... Well, under-19 boys and under-19 women are racing on the same course. So we've got the outer loop and inner loop courses going. Oh, they're shouting there. Oh, a little bit of humdingers. Oh, and there we go. Racing away. A little group down that port end, actually. It looks like whoever that is, could that be Merve down that port end, having an absolutely amazing start. A proper port flyer there from I can't quite make out the number, but having an absolutely amazing start. The Turkish girl down that bottom end. Absolutely awesome stuff there. But again, the majority actually going off onto that starboard side, because we saw in that explaining a little bit ago, the guys on starboard, the girls on starboard, they do have the right of way, so they can just keep ploughing on, whereas the other guys go in the different direction, have to make way. But it was Turkey 577. That was Merve Vatan having an absolutely amazing start. She did start off that port end, just flew a proper expertly done port flyer start and just went right over all those group on starboard. But she did go off onto that left side of the course. With the boys, it looks as if possibly the right side did pay, as Freddie and Boris and Double D did go off onto that right side, but we're going to see in a sec. Going to see 75 metres already. Merve has got on the rest of the pack there, all changing up a little bit between, but Merve having a great start and would really put her in a great stead for this first race here on day 4 for the iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships. It's going amazing, absolutely awesome stuff. We are going for those course racing, as I said. I mean, we have both the under-19 girls fleet and the under-19 boys fleet out on course area B at the minute. We've also got tracking. We've also got tracking done by Metasails. So if you do want to have a look at the tracking, the live tracking alongside the live stream here, you can look up Metasail and you'll be able to find it very nice and quickly. But I do have the oh, here we are back to the. I'm pretty sure this could be the reaching mark maybe, but here we are back to the boys. They are making their way downwind, but check 63, keeping his lead so far. Double D, good lad. He's going pretty sweet, really sweet. Having around 40 metres on Freddie, just behind him. And then GBR 319, Boris Shaw, finishing off that top 3 at the minute. And then Jacopo, I'm pretty sure, Italy 345. It is indeed Jacopo. And also Stash in there as well, Poland 777. Also Poland 1, I think Poland 1, Maciek did win a race yesterday. He might, if I'm correct, he did win the last race of yesterday. So he will be coming into this day with a lot of confidence as Double D, putting in his jibe, or safe jibe. It is quite light though. You can see where will this cross be done though. He did do a jibe and he's done one more jibe than Freddie here. So he is maybe slightly lost a bit of ground there, but no, he's got it safe. Double D leading this first under-19 Gold Fleet men race today here on day 4. Round that bottom mark, there he is, Double D, David Durda, 18 years of age, 2 medal races done as he rounds that gate in first place. Still putting in those pumps, really trying to defend that first place position. But it's interesting, we did see the remaining 2, Freddie and Boris, going off onto that right side. But it's a bit of a split as Jacopo and Stash and Davis also all go round that bottom side. No, the right side back up to the right course. Poland 1, there is Maciek, and also the 2 of the Hollanders, the Spanish coming through there. Italy 6:30, I'm pretty sure, also coming round this bottom mark. Remember, after this, they are making their way upwind. This will be their final upwind. They round this bottom gate upwind, the final downwind, and then that drag race towards the finish. But I think we might be going back to the girls. I'm pretty sure this will be the girls now. They are just completing their second upwind. So after this, they're all okay. But who is leading? Who's leading? I'm pretty sure that is indeed Carola Colasanto. She came into day 4 in second place, so she will be wearing that blue bib, and she is currently leading this race, having over 60 meters actually, doing extremely well. But in that second place, the 2023 European champion Kristina Pinosova in that second place. But it's really tight here. It really is tight. And then, moving in. Also, as we go back to those under 19 boys. Remember, they are racing at the same time, so it's you gotta keep your eyes peeled. I mean, moving back to the boys. We do have Double D just cruising upwind, and there in that distance, that big red boy, that is where he is heading to. So once he's probably coming up to the ley line fairly soon, we will see where he tacks, and if he's going to make that ley line. I mean, these are the really important decisions you have to make out here in the Bay of Cadiz. Tack, fairly smooth. It is a safe tack, but where is that ley line? It looks as if maybe it tacked a little bit short, but he's still putting in those pumps. As those under 19 girls do make their way around Double D there. Moving back to the girls, it is Carola Colasanto. Here is the top 2 in this under 19 girls race at the minute. Carola leading this race at the minute, but just behind her, just to the left of her, that is Norway 21. If I'm correct, that is indeed Maya Giesler having a great race so far. But Carola Colasanto, 17 years of age, 2 medal races done. She also did extremely well in the under 21 World Championships a few weeks ago, months ago, or whatever. But just behind her, that is Maya in that red bib. The second and third coming into day 4 today. But Carola rounding that bottom mark, making her way towards the that next upwind. But Maya really attacking mode, trying to make some ground on Carola just there, repping that blue bib, coming into the day in second place. But for sure, leaning off that uphill, really trying to make that sail as upright as possible to catch as much wind. But it looks as if Maya did actually have a bit of a better mark rounding there, just taking a little bit of a lead there. This position is really interesting actually. Maya has got a bit of height, going a bit more upwind. Bit close there. Remember, these top 2 girls are on starboard, so they do have the right of way here. But Maya looks as if she could have actually taken over Carola here. Maya is in a very good position actually here, because if Carola attacks, she cannot go into Maya, because remember, Maya is they're both on that starboard tack at the minute, and then if Carola attacks, then she will be on that port side. So this is a tricky position here. Maya has done extremely well on this second little bit of upwind as Maya goes into that tack, closely followed by Carola. I think that was that little tactical maneuver where Maya was pushing out Carola there. Little bit of a better tack from there. Maya, maybe she has extended her lead there, but we're going to see as we go straight back to the boys' fleet in first place. Where's Double D? Unfortunately, he's moved down a little bit, but Stash coming through. This is that top group here, but it looks as if Freddie is taking the lead here, actually. Check. I think Double D's gone into third. He's not quite on that leaderboard, but yeah, in that first place, it is Poloni repping that yellow bib. Just behind him, Boris Shaw, and then in the third place it is Double D. So it's interesting that those top two, Freddie and Boris, have actually overtaken Double D, which is interesting on that upwind mark, on that second upwind. So as they make their way down to that last buoy, but going straight back to the girls. Straight back to girls. Ooh, okay. Maya has extended her lead, actually. We saw a little bit on that last shot. We saw of the girls. Maya having a really great attacking move on that mark rounding at the bottom, and it looks like she has taken the lead. Maybe even nothing's comfortable lead at the top here, but she's got around 35-40 meters on Carola here. Carola here just making it. Whoa, we're seeing that ley line there. Carola having an absolutely amazing ley line there, just darting straight for that buoy just to the right of our screen. That is Maya currently leading this race, but it's going to be extremely interesting on who is going to take this top mark. But just behind her, Christina Pinosova. Check 289. There's not much room here at all. This top mark rounding is going to be very interesting to see who takes the lead so far. But ooh, Carola going into attack now, and Christina making a very attacking move, just attacking on the inside there. Who's going to be pumping up straight? Okay, Maya coming in from the back there, taking the lead. Wow, that was very interesting stuff there. We did see Maya going a bit further down. She did have a bit more room on that mark to really pump up and come in with the speed, and that did serve her very well as she does take the lead in this first race here on day 4 for the under-19 woman. But that second and third is extremely close. Carola really trying to roll over Christina there, but she's just having none of it. She is really cranking down on this reach. Oh, a little bit touchdown. Carola going a bit higher. Oh, it looks as if she could be catching her up a little bit, but it's extremely close between the second and third place position. This is the top 3 in the race at the minute. They are making their way down on this top reach. Full power cranking down on this reach. Maya Giesler having a little lead towards the other second and third. But, it's extremely close between second and third, but Christina, our current European champion, she's maybe extended. She has the cool here. Carola just adjusting her kit a little bit, maybe lengthening her lines, but straight back to the boys. Federica Poloni on the screens at the minute. Where is this? Not too sure. Oh, that is towards the finish. Freddie Poloni winning the race here in Here on day 4, the first race here on day 4. Freddie, absolutely amazing stuff. Awesome stuff. Winning that first race, and just behind him, I think that could be not quite the scoreboard's not quite right, but I think. But anyway, Freddie taking that first win. I mean, Freddie, he did actually. He is the European champion as well. A bit earlier in the year, we had that European Championships in Torbole, and he did win that, and he's won the first race here on day 4. But going straight back to these, who's this come through? Not too sure, but I mean, could this be top 3? Where's Carola? Very interesting stuff. Okay, so top 3, who has come into the mix here? I couldn't quite make out the number, but it was Netherlands. I'm not too sure who it was, but it was Maya's definitely still in the mix there. Italy 239. That is Carola. It's looking like she still is in that second place position. And Tuva Oppadell. Norway. It's all mixing around at the minute, isn't it? All mixing around. But yeah, let's go to a quick interview with Freddie coming up, the winner of the first race for the under-19 men. Here he is.
So another good race from you. You're having a very successful week. Right now you're in yellow. How is this for you? Yeah, another bullet for me. Happy to get this race. It's still a long day. We still got 4 races planned, so still need to keep concentrated, try to make simple things and enjoy it.
You clearly seem to have all control this week. What is the secret?
Probably a lot of training, dedication, sacrifices, and just believe in your dreams.
Awesome, congratulations with this win.
Thank you very much, Luke.
Sick stuff. Right, Freddie winning that first race here for the under-19 men here on course area B. As the rest of the boys' fleet do come through the finish, these are the rest of these guys. I mean, the big battle here. It's quite like they're still pumping all the way towards the end, all coming through at that line now. Oh, it's extremely tight though here. You can really see it. How tight it actually is. All these group. I mean, this is where some of the biggest battles do happen in this mid-fleet stuff. I mean, look at this group coming through here. Absolute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All extremely close. How will that pan out? And all rounding that bottom mark. Oh, it's light though. It's all light. They are driving a bit further down just to make sure they do have a bit of room. They have the flow over the foil. Some of them have stopped, unfortunately. Germany 91. Oh, that sketch. Will he make that bottom mark? Oh, and just stopping up, unfortunately. But that shows how tight this really is. And I mean, just on this screen here, it is very gusty and shifty. You can see the lighter spots and the darker spots. That is bands of pressure coming down here in the Bay of Cadiz. I mean, here we are, the rest of this under-19 group coming through the line. But we did see Freddie winning that first race. I mean, he came into day 4 here in that first place position, repping that yellow bib, and he's won another race today. So for sure, that will be putting him in really good states for the overall rankings. Oh, and it looks like, I think that is Tuva coming across the line now for the under-19 girls. Could she have won that race? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I did spy. I spy that yellow bib, and that was Tuva coming across the line. We will see if she won that race or not. It was so I think Tuva. Not too sure on that rankings, but it did look like Tuva was up there. I mean, also Carola, she was in that top 3 the whole race as well. But yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out who. Well, the under-19 women are now coming across the line, finishing their first race of the day. So now we have Merve Vatan coming across the line, Turkey 577. I remember that because my old number was 577, so twinning and all that. There we are. And the rest of the girls, I think that's Lena coming through now, and a little replay of that under-19 men's gold start. Down that bottom, Sweden 38, having a great start there, and also tacking round on this upwind. Stash in there, and there was that top 3 at the first upwind mark. I mean, we did see Double D, David Durda, having a great race at the end and in the middle there, and then rounding that bottom mark is still in first place. But Freddie also rounded. He was in second place, and he did manage to close the gap in the end. David absolutely cruising upwind, but it was interesting because David did go onto the right side, Freddie did go onto the left side, so maybe that was the paying decision which allowed him to take the lead and win that first race. And there we are, Freddie rounding that top mark. Looks as if he was in first place there. Yes, he was, so it was maybe the left side was the right decision to go. Stash in that 4th place position, and Freddie coming across the line on that last reach, cruising through, hand off. What a sigh of relief. Epic stuff. I mean, from different shots, we can see it. Sometimes it looks fairly windy. Sometimes it looks maybe a bit less. But one thing we can say for sure. I mean, just looking at the water right now, it is tricky conditions. It is quite gusty out there. It is quite shifty. From the gust, we can see the lighter spots in the water and the darker spots in the water. That shows how gusty it is. And then also, for example, in that men's gold race that we just saw there, we saw David Durda winning that race winning that race actually, for the majority, well, leading that race for the majority of it. He just went off a different side of the course to Freddie. Freddie went off the other side, and that really did pay. So maybe there was a shift there. Maybe there was more pressure coming down on that right side, and that did allow him to take the lead and take the win overall in that first race. But a great race from David. But there, going to that live conditions, it's 13 knots, like average of 13 knots, but it will be shifting around that a fair bit, as it is quite shifty and gusty and shifty, as I did say. When southwesterly, it's coming straight down the bay, coming towards us, towards the beach, and temperature is still very warm. I mean, even though it looks a bit grey, I mean, it is very warm, over 20 degrees still. It's lovely and hot. It's lovely and hot still. It's south of Spain, you know, south of Spain. It's lovely. I mean, and we have people from all around the world here, in this iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships, from Asia, a lot from Europe, and they're all around. And it's epic to see all these guys, and South America even, and so we're there. We are, the first two races. The first two races complete for the under 19 girls and under 19 Gold Fleet for the boys. I mean, looking into the day 4. I mean, yesterday we did have a very strong day of lots of racing, packed full of it. I mean, coming into day 4 today, we had Freddie Pelloni leading, and he has won that first race. But Leonardo Tomasini, he was coming in second today, but we didn't quite see him near the top. I mean, I couldn't quite didn't manage to catch him where he was about. But we did also see Stash. He rounded that top mark, his last top mark, in 4th. So we'll see where he'll be standing as well. But it is starting to get a lot of pressure, you know. I mean, and now into the girls. I mean, Tuva Oppadell didn't quite see the finish of that. Didn't quite know what was going on there. But Tuva coming into day 4 today in that first place position, and then closely followed by Carola and Maya. Maya also had a really good race in that last one. She was leading at one point. I mean, we did see that really interesting maneuvers and positioning on that upwind for the under 19 girls in that previous race. Those three riders, Maya, Christina, and also Carola. Those were the top 3 riders in that race at that moment in time. And it was really interesting to see what their decisions was. Maya had a really, really good mark rounding, so just had a little bit more height, had the control over Carola. And then she tacked a bit earlier, didn't quite make that line perfect, but that actually really benefited her, as she managed to round that top mark with a lot of speed and a lot of power, and to underroll those two riders, trying to underroll the two riders, Carola and Christina, who were pumping really hard to get back up onto that foil. But there we are, the first race complete for day 4. Day 4 here in the Bay of Cadiz for the under 17, under 19 Youth and Junior World Championships. Today, for the live streams, we're concentrating on the course area B, as it's closer to the beach. It's cool to watch, and we're getting some really, really nice tactical racing here. But it is the pressure is now on for all the riders. You know, it's getting ever closer towards those that last day on Saturday, those medal races, where the medal races series do happen. It is the top 10 riders in each fleet. So for the under 17s, under 19s, and it's all pressure on. So they're trying really hard, especially in these tricky conditions, you know. So all of them are going to be pushing extremely, extremely hard, trying to get their rankings up into that top 10, hopefully. Here we are, looking back at that boat, that white boat in the middle. That is the committee boat. That's where the crew do sit, who organise the races, organise the start line, call the starts. we do see that red flag up on that boat. That signifies that we are course racing. It is quite light, and we did see an average of 13 knots, but it is shifting a lot around that, probably a bit lower, maybe 10 knots to maybe 15, as it is very switching around. But that does prove for some epic tactical racing. But I am I'm looking at the. I've got the YouTube comments open, so do say hello. How's your day going? Are you enjoying all the racing? Well, I think it's absolutely sick. It's going absolutely epic. Yeah, so say hello and all that. Let's get a little chat going. Elias Breton, under 17, please. The under 17s, we've got this morning. We've got the under the under 19s. We got the gold and silver. We did see some of the under 17 girls yesterday, which was really cool to see. And for sure we will be seeing some more of the under 17s throughout the week. So it's going to be epic. Yes, we need more pictures and streamings with the under 17s. Yeah. No, we will see some more of the under 17s throughout the week, which is going to be really cool to see. That's a sick thing about this Youth and Junior World Championships. We have some really young riders, all the way to under 19. There we have Ian Anik, Croatia 30, just cruising around, almost sinking the board there. We're in a bit of an interesting harness. I mean, harnesses. What do harnesses do? They allow you to put the pressure of the sail into your body, so you can kind of hang off the equipment. I mean, all these riders will be wearing a harness. It's a no-brainer. You have to wear a harness basically to really literally harness the power from the equipment. But there is a little bit of variation between the harnesses. We see some of those riders. We saw Ian there wearing a bit of a hybrid between a seat harness and a waist harness. Which is interesting. So a seat harness is kind of more around the bum, so you can harness the power a lot lower in your body and really sit into it. And the waist harness is around your waist, as it says, which has a bit more of a free feeling. You have a bit more movement in your body, and it's looking like it's down to preference, as we still see riders. We still see riders using waist harnesses and also seat harnesses all the way to the top. The Olympic stuff. They're using a big range, so it's really interesting to see these variations, and it also shows that it is technique and it's personal preference. So you can have different, even though the equipment is all exactly the same. There is some variations you can have, whether your technique, your body type, you can really adjust it towards the equipment, which is really cool to see. Really cool to see. Je veux le under 17 wish. Yeah, as we said, I think we will be seeing more under 17s throughout the week, which is going to be epic to see. But this morning we are concentrating on the under 19s. The under 19 gold boys and the under 19 girls. There we are. They're all waiting for their start coming up. I mean, just under 3 minutes to go now. Hey mate, hey Ethan, how's it going, mate? How's life? You enjoying it? I think it's absolutely epic. Yeah, how's life? Max Beeman, what lad? How's it going, mate? How's life? All going sweet. Max Beeman was he did insane on the youth as well. But now he's moved to senior, so it's sick to see you. Watching in, Max. Ollie Bye. Shout out to GBR3421. Galahad Bye. Galahad, shout out to you, mate. How's it going? We did see him yesterday, actually. Galahad, he had a really banging start in the slalom down that bottom end. I remember it vividly. I was like, go on, Galahad, down that bottom end, having an absolutely stormer of a start. But unfortunately, he was over the line. But Galahad, he's made it into gold. He's having a really, really good competition so far, which is epic to see. All these riders have their own personal goals, their own dreams that they want to do, and there's so many goals being smashed here at the World Championships, and it's epic to see. I mean, at this high level of the sport, it's elite. This is the World Championships, the highest level of this youth and junior iQFOiL. So of course there will be some goals that aren't met. Maybe there's some problems, but of course there is the other end of it where some goals are really smashed and happiness is all around. But even when there are some problems, maybe a goal wasn't quite met, that introduces new goals, new process goals, maybe results-based goals, and there's lots of different ways you can have fun. I mean, just cruising around the equipment full stop is just absolutely, it's just dreamy. It's so much fun as we're coming up to the last minute for this start. G'day, Cam. How's it going, mate? All live. Tommy, love commentary. Big fan of your work. Oh, Tommy, cheers, mate. Legend. Thank you so much. Ollie, not a holy moly day today yet. Indeed, yet. I mean, don't say that too soon. We might have a bit of a holy moly moment in this start. It's coming. I mean, they're all lining up, coming into this last 30 seconds of this under-19 men's fleet. But the start coming up. Go Boris, Max. Yep, Max. Boris is in this start, so we will see. We saw him doing extremely well in that last race. And here we coming up to the last 20 seconds of this race coming in. We have a little group down that port end. So will they want to be doing some crosses? 10 seconds coming up. Oh, big group. It's really spaced out, actually. We can see how many riders are in this fleet at the minute. It's going to be carnage. Oh, good grief coming up. And
from the pin open.
Oh, yeah, I heard a little bit of radio. I'm not sure if you heard that too, but 2 on the pin over, unfortunately. Espana 52. I think that could be Antonio. Had a great start, unfortunately, over the start line, but Italy 155 pushing out from the group there. Leonardo Tomasini repping that blue bib, having a banging start there, and there we are. He's leading. He did win that start, actually, having a really pushing out start and pumping out as we see it. This is their second race for the under-19 men's gold fleet. Oh, bit of packing action down there from Sweden 28 and Stash Poland 777. Where is that? Yeah, sweet stuff. But Espana 52. Still, that really did put him in a good position. Oh, it's Alvaro Martinez. But Leonardo really pushing out, but just behind, repping that yellow bib to the right in the middle, that is Federico Pelloni, and then to the right, that is also Boris Shaw. Remember, they did have a really banging first race, but looks like Leonardo having a banger of a start so far, but Netherlands 173 also in the mix there. Replay of that start down that bottom end. We can see that yellow flag. When does that go down? Alvaro looking like maybe a bit too keen, and Sweden 25 maybe a bit too keen, but I mean those are the limits you have to push. Vidar and Alvaro, they were pushing extremely hard, really trying to get the best start possible, and possibly they were over. We did hear on the old tannoy that 2 down the bottom were over, but oh well, they're still racing and having a sick time in this race. But on the left, what a first upwind leg. I'm pretty sure that is indeed Leonardo, but it's all moving around that top end, it really is. Poland, Norway, Poland, you can see how much it really is moving around. It's all extremely close at the minute. Even though they've spaced out so much already, it is extremely close. I mean, that top 5, there's not much space separates them at all. But remember, the under-19 men gold and under-19 women are racing at the same time. So the under-19 men will be doing the outer loop course. So it's an upwind, it's a reach, it's a downwind, it's a upwind, and then it's the final downwind towards the drag race, towards the finish. But Federico and Leonardo really cruising on this upwind. It looks as if they have really putting in some really good stints here on the upwind. They're holding that equipment, aren't they? They're really powering, using every bit of equipment they can. But it's interesting stuff. We're seeing, let's concentrate on Leonardo here. He is not off the uphill on the right of our screens. Oh, Freddie really putting in some pumps, trying to make some ground on Boris Shaw there. Wow, Boris Shaw just looks like a unit there, doesn't he? He's full power in there, really putting in some pumps as well. Just having a little look behind him at Freddie. He's like, oh, Freddie's coming. let's think about putting in some pumps to make sure he doesn't overtake. But Hong Kong 37. Oh, it looks as if Hong Kong. Go on, lad. 37. That is Asghar leading this race so far, having an absolutely amazing first upwind, having a bit of room on Espana 397 as well. What an upwind from these two. 397, that is Ramon as well, I'm pretty sure. And then Asghar and Ramon lead both in these top two positions in this race at the minute. Absolutely amazing upwind from them two. It is the World Championships. There's people from all around the world here. We're seeing Asghar from Hong Kong doing extremely well in this race so far. Absolutely amazing stuff. But Freddie on that left side, he's having none of it. He's really putting in some big pumps to try and attack these two riders in the front. But Asghar looking great, looking really, really comfortable on this reach at the minute. But just above him, Espana 397 as well. That is Ramon, also looking very comfortable, but then taking that third place position. He's hunting them down, isn't he? Freddie Poloni hunting them down with that yellow bib on. With that yellow bib does come a bit of pressure. You are leading, so everyone looks at you. Oh, he's leading. let's beware. But Asghar just cruising, just absolutely cranking down on this first reach. He's barely lost any ground, hasn't he? He's defending now. He is doing extremely well, having around 25 meters on Ramon just behind him. But there, in that finishing off that top five, we do have some of the really big players in this competition at the minute, as Asghar rounding that top mark at the minute. He did Asghar in that first place position. He did come into day 4 in 15th position. So if he can carry this through to the end, this will really bump him up the rankings and also give him loads of confidence that he does have what it takes to win a race. Ramon, but Freddie just behind it, really hunting them down, and then Stash just behind him. Oh, a 3-way, a 4-way, maybe a 5-way synchronized jibe there. Really, just God, that was just beautiful, wasn't it? Little synchronized. That should be a sport. Little synchronized iQFOiL. That is absolutely amazing. Freddie, he is attacking Asghar now. Freddie looking like he could be pulling away a little bit, really making some ground on Asghar then, and going back to this under-19 girls fleet. This is the under-19 girls, their second start here on day 4. This is going to be sick. This is going to be epic. We do have a lot of riders here. We have 47 girls all in racing at the same time here. There is that pin end. The start, that orange flag does mark the exact end of that start. So we're going to see coming up. Remember that start line is not exactly official, but you can hear it. 5, 2, 1. Ding! Oh, again, some riders going off on port. Merve Vatan having another port flyer start, and it looks as if maybe these three riders on port side could be making it. One has gone off a little bit. Emma down that bottom end having a great start as well. That was sick, but Merve having a really good start down that bottom end again, which was really, really cool to see. But Emma as well. Down that bottom end, Emma I'm going to try Schlecker. Germany 1-6-1-0, having a great start down that bottom end as well, and she's really pulled away actually. She's going a little bit deeper, but she does have the speed here down this. She did start the furthest port end, but on starboard, so she's got a super clean lane here, really clean lane, and just behind her, probably her teammate, that is Sophia Meyer, both with 4 numbers on the sail, which is interesting. Spicing it up a bit, and then just behind her, can't quite make it out. Let's go to this replay. Merve, there we are, starting on that port side again, really putting in those pumps as Emma coming across the screen now on that port side, concentrating back on these 2 German riders. Emma having the height here actually, and Sophia trying to go for a little bit of speed, going a bit lower. She's going low mode, you know. We can see exactly here Sophia going low mode, going for the speed, and Emma going for the high mode, going for the height. But it looks maybe they've gone into a little bit of a shift in a gust, and they've tacked off. That shows that maybe they did go into a bit of a lift, a bit of a knock. A knock means that they've gone into a shift. So their angle doesn't change quite right. So a preferred angle to go up the course is made, but look, going back to that leaderboard, Turkey 577, Merve Vatan. We did see her do the exact same tactic as she did in that first race, starting off that port end, port flying everyone over, and she did extremely well. And again, she's made that fly and put her in a really good position upwind so far at the minute. But going back to that, there's Sophia and Emma, the 2 German riders. Emma having an epic race at the minute, which is sick to see, absolutely sick. But also coming through, could that be Christina? Which that could be Christina. Not 100% sure, but 289 that is did. Then 286 that is Freddie. Freddie going back to the men. They are on their second upwind. Not long to go. They've probably done 2/3 of their second race of today now. Freddie in that yellow bib, and he is currently in 3rd place position, which is interesting. He is going off onto that left side, putting in the tack. How is the tack? Oh, it's cruisy, a fully planing tack. Lost barely any speed there whatsoever. He's 17 years of age, and he's also this year's European champion. So for sure, he will be really wanting to pick up the world title as well. And he's doing a really good thing. Him in that yellow bib, he is leading the competition so far. But there's that other two on the right side, just putting in their tacks. There is Asghar, the Hong Kong dude, the Hong Kong riders. And also Leonardo, but Freddie putting in some pumps. He's really going to try and make that cross. But remember, Freddie does not have right of way here. So Freddie will have to make some maneuvers to make sure he doesn't crash. Or a little bit of a coming together. How close is this going to be? Not quite close, but Freddie putting an attack straight away. Wow. What attack from Freddie there. That was, I don't know if that counts as a fully falling, but that was the tiniest, titsiest bit of touchdown in it, and it may as well counts. But Leonardo looks as if maybe he's taken the lead so far in this under-19 men's race. Freddie Poloni just behind him. He's at the top. They're wearing both the blue and the yellow bibs today. So, as you know, they came into the competition 1st and 2nd, and they're currently... Oh, it's still very close between this top 3. Asghar isn't quite on the screen at the minute, but for sure he's a bit lower. There he is. There is Asghar in the top 3 positions as Leonardo Tomasini takes the lead in this race so far. All there is to go is their last downwind and their final drag race to the finish. But it's looking like maybe the wind has definitely picked up at the minute. They are going super fast downwind. They're really leaning out, really pushing that foil, pushing the equipment to every little bit of speed, every little bit of power it currently has. But Asghar having a great race at the minute. He came into today in 15th. For sure, he will be really wanting to come into that top 10. As remember, the top 10 do go into the medal races on the final day. But Leonardo Tomasini on our screen at the minute, little profile of him. Italy 155. He's leading that race at the minute, and he's 18 years of age. and he's doing it extremely well. But Freddie, just behind it, he's trying to attack him, but Leonardo, he's doing a really good job of defending right now. He's taking it slowly. Well, no, not slowly actually. He's taking it really like safe. That's the right word, safe. He's not pushing extremely hard because he could explode, maybe crash. But Freddie going for a little bit of speed there as well. But the two Italian riders really dominating in this race at the minute. But just to the left of our screen, we also have Stash coming through. Will he be able to punch into that top 3 at the minute? Asghar, Hong Kong 37, not quite on our screens at the minute as Freddie puts in his jibe. Will that be in the right place to jibe? Another just synchronized jibe. Leonardo taking his jibe super slowly low, just really keeping the flow on the sail, making sure the sail does not backwind, keeping it cruising the whole way. But Stash and Leonardo on the same line pretty much towards this downwind mark, and there is Asghar back into the frame on the left of our screen, now moving into the middle of our screens. Oh, Leonardo putting in his last jibe for this downwind. Will he have made this downwind mark? And he's still leading the race, but not... Oh, it's extremely close though. Freddie just behind him. Not much separates them at all. 30 meters or so. I mean, it looks a bit smaller in the minute, but at the speed they're going, 30 meters is nothing, you know. They do that in a couple seconds, these kind of speeds, but they're still pumping. Maybe they've gone quite low on this mark, but rounding that bottom gate, they are now on their final reach to the finish. What will happen? Freddie in that second place position, Leonardo in that first place position. But remember, anything can happen. But there is that finishing mark. Freddie, no, Leonardo Tomasini taking the win, taking the win in this second race, closely followed by Freddie Poloni, then Stash finishing that top 3, and Asghar having a great race in that, finishing that top 4, and then in that 4th place, the 5th place can't quite make it out, but the Spanish dude, and then Boris Shaw 319 also in there, and then Double D having a great race as well. He's had 2 really good races so far in this competition in day 4. Then Davis Mazet coming through now as well. And then a lot of them finishing off this top 10. A little bit of a battle between these 2 Polish riders behind. Italy 8:30 also coming across the line now. It's going sick. Extremely close between the 3 riders. Where will it be? Poland 1, that is Maciek also coming through. Poland 44. France 38. Noe coming through as well. All coming through. It's still tight. Still really tight between all these riders here. Poland 30 coming through. All coming through. And then Vidar, Sweden, also coming through as well. Epic stuff. Oh, a little bit of battle there. A little bit of battle there between Estonia and France. It's cruising now. It's cruising. It is quite windy though. Oh, you see down that bottom end, a little bit of attacking manoeuvres between that the Norwegian and the British, but it is looking quite windy now. Exactly. Hand off. He's cruising 1461 coming through. Ukraine 5 also coming through the line now. Yeah. And Ian also coming through the line there. But it's windy. You can see it is quite windy now. It's blowy. It's very blowy. 434. Will coming through the line now. Still putting in those bumps. Oh, a lot of them now coming through the line, the middle of that fleet. There's the replay of that start. That start. Some eager starts down that bottom end. But for sure, they are pushing extremely hard as we move to that upwind. This was a good race, wasn't it? I mean, I think the conditions changed throughout this race. I mean, at the start, I mean, we can see here it's fairly light, but Leonardo Tomasini leading from not that soon. I mean, there he's quite deep, but Asghar ran that top mark in first, and he was winning this race for a decent amount of it actually, all the way to his downwind. And there is Freddie and Leonardo taking the lead from Asghar in this upwind. There was Asghar maybe not maybe taking a bit too early, and then Leonardo taking the win in that race, followed by Freddie, and then back to the woman repping the blue bib, repping the Italy 239. This is Carola Colasanto. She did come in to today in second place, as she is wearing that blue bib, we can see. And she is currently winning this race. Just behind her, 50 meters behind, is Kristina Pinosova. And then Estonia 127 is also Emma, I'm pretty sure. It is indeed. But here we are. Carola, I'm pretty sure this does look like a reach to me. I'm not 100% sure, but this does look like a full power reach. And I think it really has picked up a bit. Yes, that was a reach indeed. That was her last reach. She's now making her way downwind. The top 2 riders in this under-19 girls fleet at the minute. Carola leading this race so far, having a little bit of gain on Kristina behind her there on the right side of the screen. But for sure, Kristina will be trying to make the moves, trying to make some attacking moves, really maybe try and take that lead from Carola there. But we can see it is quite gusty, you know. In the bolt middle of our screen, it's quite dark. We can see there's a lot of changes in the color of the water. Remember, the dark spots in the water is wind, like stronger wind. In the lighter spots, it's less wind. So it really proves some tactical decisions need to be made. Getting in the right wind to go faster, to go higher up wind, to go for like deeper downwind as well. But there we are in the Bay of Cadiz. We've got the background in the got that background, a little port, little storage area, I think. I mean, it's a bit grey today. It is a bit grey, but I mean, it's great conditions still for racing. It's really tactical. There's good amounts of wind. We are course racing today, which shows there is good amounts of wind. And it's still pumping, mate. This is the top 3 at the minute. All Carola, this is Kristina, and also Emma in this top 3, and then just behind them we have Maya, we have Darcy, and we also have Tuva in there at the middle, and Emma as well. Emma having a 1247. My bad. That is Sophia. Also having a great race. But it was interesting because we did see in both these races Merve Vatan starting off that port end and flying everyone, which made her have a really good start, and that's allowed her to stay in that top 10 for both races so far. But moving back to Carola, leading this race so far, having an extremely good race, leading by a fair bit to her second place. Just behind her, that is Kristina Pinosova, the European champion. But remember, Carola did do extremely well in that European Championships as well. She did come in. Let me just second. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, exactly. She did come in second in the European Championships. So she is doing extremely well, and for sure she will be pushing extremely hard to try take that world title. As well, but she is in second place at the minute, and she's currently winning this race. She did come in today in first, in second, repping that blue bib, just putting in her last jibe before that downwind, and she's just cranking downwind, rounding that bottom gate towards the last reach, towards the finish. And for sure, what will be going through her head right now, she's winning this race at the minute. Not long to go. It's probably halfway through her last reach. And she just wants to keep it all safe. Keep it really safe towards the finish so she can win this last race. Where is that finish? A little bit of touchdown, which shows it is quite big. And also the back foot out of the strap. And winning that race, Carola Colasanto. Doing extremely well and winning the second race for them here on day 4. Just behind her, that is Kristina Pinosova, the European champion, and then just behind her, Emma from Estonia, which is great. Also, then in fourth place, Maya Giesler, repping that red bib. She did come in today in a third place, and then Tuva Oppadel also coming through, finishing that top 5. Then Darcy having a great race as well. Really awesome stuff. And then coming through as well, check 80, also coming through the line now. Bit of a battle there between Sophia Poland and then also Merve Vatan coming through the line there, who did start on that port side, which is interesting to see. But yeah, great stuff from all the riders. We've just finished the order. This is the under 19 girls coming through the line now. Oh, okay, going back to a little replay of that start. The same thing happening from Merve, having a great start from there, flying everyone, and Emma also down that bottom end having a great start. But quickly, Carola Colasanto did take the lead in that race, and she held the lead all the way towards the finish. Here is that last downwind from Carola, and then through to the finish, taking the lead and then taking the win on the second course race for the under 19 girls, as the rest of the under 19 girls do come across the line to finish their race. I'm in the studio at the minute, but it does look as if the wind is picking up. I'm hearing some hearing some stuff outside moving around a bit more. Maybe the wind has picked up a bit. Look, that was the forecast as well. The forecast was to be quite light. Well, not light, but around 10 knots in the morning, and then throughout the day, the forecast was to pick up to around 16 to 22 knots. So if that's right, it's going to be fruity. It's going to be very fruity throughout the day. And we're going to go to an interview with Carola Colasanto, who won the second race for the under-19 women here on day 4.
Win from you today. Yesterday we saw you already here on the boat. Now you're here again. How's it going for you this event?
Today is very fun. The wind, it's up to 13, 14 knots under the gusts, and there's a bit less wave than yesterday, but it's still fun, and I'm enjoying every race.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Swag. So she does say it is a bit less waves than yesterday. We can see that, and she does say it is around is quite around 13 knots in the gust. So it's still quite light, but there we are. There are those top 10 results for the women here on the second race here on day 4. Carola winning it. Christina in that second place position. Emma having a great race as well in that top 3. Maya, followed by the 2 Norwegians, Maya and Tuva. Then in 6th, Darty Shaw. 7th, Merve Batan. And then in 8th, Sophia Meyer. 9th, Nella. And then in 10th, that was Alexandra. But yeah, epic race as well from all the dudes there, as the rest of the under-19 girls fleet do come across the line. So it's going to be epic. Absolutely awesome stuff. I mean, here is still all the way towards the end, as this British rider and the Spanish rider do have a full power reach. Who did take that? Maybe possibly the British rider there, but it's still all pushing, all power towards the end. Even towards the end of this fleet here, it's still full power. Who's going to take this last? Oh, okay. Oh, bit of an attacking move there from the Norwegian, taking that little position off the Portuguese girl there. But it's all going epic now. Both the girls, the under-19 girls and the under-19 boys have finished 2 races here on course area B. It's been great so far, and the plan is to go for 4 course races, if the wind conditions permit, and it's looking like they certainly will permit, as it's looking really, really sweet. Great course racing conditions, really tactical conditions, really the strategy really makes a difference here, and also the speed, also the flow over the foil, the technique really does matter. Okay, let's go. Let's read some comments. What are your thoughts on Davis Mazes in this championship? I mean, Davis, he did come into today in 5th position, and he's doing extremely well. I mean, he is definitely the leader from Latvia at the minute, repping it. He's doing extremely well. He did win one of the iQFOiL games earlier in the year, so he is really, really strong, and he did have an absolutely amazing race in the under-21 World Championships. Actually, he competed in Switzerland and did absolutely amazing there as well. So he's certainly got the potential to move up into the top three. He's certainly got the potential to podium even, and he's an extremely good rider. Latvia 29. So yeah, let's see. And he did do quite well on the previous race. I think he was if I remember rightly around fifth. So for sure he'll be one to watch. Do you think he has a chance of taking first place? Oh. Of course. I mean, as I said, he did take a win in one of the international games earlier in the year, and he really does have the potential. He is certainly one to watch. Ollie Boy, British, got some British supporters in the house. Go Davis, certainly some Davis supporters in the house as well. He will be coming up very soon. Over 3 minutes, around four, like between 3 or 4 minutes. Until the men's under-19 gold boys do race again, and he will be in that race. Wishing good luck from Israel. Cheers, thank you very much. Shame that you guys can't be here, but yeah, it's going great. Go Robin, the Swiss dude. What a lad as well. He's having a great competition, I'm pretty sure. Some more British supporters, some Norwegian supporters for sure. You will be supporting the. Tuva and Maya, who just how's it going? Tuva and Maya, who just did really well in that under-19 girls race actually that we just saw. Davis, there he is on the screen, repping that yellow bib. Good luck from got some more Swiss supporters. No, they're doing well. They're doing pretty sick. Some vamos from Aurelio. Vamos from we are in Spain. This is their place. I mean, it's south of Spain. I mean, you would have think it's a little bit grey, but it's because it's getting into autumn, and it's still great conditions. You know, it's still great conditions for iQFOiL racing. We're seeing some epic course racing conditions here. We have slalom, we've had course racing at this competition, and hopefully we will get a marathon as well, a marathon race here at this competition, which is going to be great. Great to see such massive youth fleets. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. I mean, in the boys, in the under-19 boys, we do have. If I remember correctly, it's 139, and we have 47 entries for the under-19 girls as well. We do have 139. I was correct. 100. I've done my homework. 139 entries for the men's boys alone. We have over 350 entries here in the World Championships. So it's really well entered, and it shows how amazing the iQFOiL is really becoming. I mean, it's super popular. It's amazing to watch. As we see here, we've got some epic footage for all you guys and for all of us to see. And it's also so fun for all the riders. I mean, we see a lot of riders from different aspects of sailing in coming into iQFOiL. I mean, we have from foiling boats, and we also 420s, like some of the slower boats, and they come to see iQFOiL. Like, I want to try that. I want to go fast, like an iQFOiL just easily rolling, like they're just cruising through, like the other boats. I want to try a bit of iQFOiL. This is why we're seeing so many there, which is absolutely epic to see. Some more. Davis Mazes, he will be up racing. I mean, we are in the last minutes of their next start for the boys. He will be in this start, so it's going to be epic. Quebra Tudo Mateo, got some more supporters in there as we're coming up to the last bit of this start. Probably not long to go. We can see them all lining up for this start here in the race number 3 for the under-19 men, who will be getting it. We remember seeing that committee boat flags, but coming up, they're all lining up down this port end. This is going to be absolutely epic. Do we have a little group on port? We are about to see. Let's get a little coming here. 3, 2, 2. Okay. I tried to. Hopefully you can hear that. I hushed up so you could hear that, but we did hear that was a. Okay, so we did hear that was a general recall. I mean, I was looking at that start. I was like, Oh, there's quite a lot of people over there. There's quite a lot of people over. How are they going to pick them all out? And as they were, a lot of them over, there will be a general recall. So some of these guys won't know quite yet that it will be, but a lot of them driving off now to go back to the start line. But it's also a good bit of start line practice, you know. Good bit of start practice. But yeah, so a general recall. It's interesting. So with a general recall means okay, let's go back to the a replay of that start. This this replay, the general recall of this start. Okay, yeah, we did see a lot over on that start actually. In the middle bits, one Spanish rider really pushing out there. Quite eager, but you know, you really do have to push the limits here. Some of them still going off. They don't quite know it's a general recall quite yet. Freddie, I mean, in the middle there, just cruising upwind. But yeah, that it is a general recall. So all these guys will be going back to the start line to rerun this start. But yeah, the general recalls. Well, general recalls, they mean the same thing. It's like a general recall. So it's like all the riders within that race are recalled back to the start. So it's basically the start is rerun for everyone. But for a slalom race, and we saw those yesterday afternoon, if one person is over the start line, if one or more is over the start line, even if they can tell exactly who it is, the whole start is rerun. However, with a general recall for course racing, a general recall only happens when the race committee can't pick out everyone who is over the start. So depending what flag there is, if there's a U flag, which is the red and white flag, if there's a general recall, everyone has another shot at that race. However, that's why we usually run a U flag on the course racing. However, if there's a black flag and there's a general recall, people can still be binned out of that race. But we did see a U flag for this race, so it will just mean everyone has another shot at this start, and hopefully we don't have another general recall. Hopefully everyone will for sure, as a general recall has happened, people will be a bit more what's the word? A bit more tame. It might be a bit more. They won't be pushing quite as hard because they really don't want to be over the start line and then get binned out of the race. Because if they get binned out of the race, that's immediate last place, which is it's not ideal, is it? It's not quite ideal. But yeah, we're going to be running this start again this is the third race for the under-19 gold men. We are seeing that general recall flag up on the boat. That is that triangular flag, the yellow with the dark blue around it. And we're going to be get back racing very quickly. Let's have another quick look at the comments. How's everyone going? Got some Polish supporters. How's it going? Yeah. Polish. The Polish team is huge at the minute here at the competition. Could possibly even be the biggest team here at the 2023 iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships. They had I saw they had a little meeting this morning, and it was like a whole village. It was awesome. But no, they're doing extremely well. They're doing extremely well in this competition so far, which is great to see. Vamos la Mateo, vamos Mateo, you got a little supporter, you got a cheeky supporter on here, which is great to see. Go Mateo, Mateo Montanari. Let's give that a go. Mateo Montanari. Bo Sote Gorato. Yep. There we are. Go on Mateo. Got a supporter in here. Hopefully, yeah, that's amazing. Okay, Vamos España as well. Got some. We are in Spain. We're in the south of Spain at the minute, in Cadiz. Which is great. Let's go, Ian. Yeah. He's doing really well. He is in this fleet as well. The Croatian dude, which is great. Who's your favourite racer? I don't have a favourite racer, to be honest. I'm being very political, but everyone is so cool here, you know, like everyone is such awesome guys, such awesome races. All the guys and girls here, they're all so nice. Everyone is the community here is really nice actually. Everyone is here to have fun, and I really like that focus here at the Youth and Junior World Championships. I mean, obviously, like there's people really trying to like get every little bit they can, which is happening, of course, because it's the World Championships. But everyone is still having such good fun here. Everyone is really liking to really willing to help each other out. Really good team spirit here, and I mean everyone's out on the water doing the same thing, which is and sharing the thrills, you know. It's all so fun and everyone's doing the same thing, and it's a really cool feeling for these riders to experience these thrills, but also know that all your teammates, all your friends are doing the exact same thing, which is just amazing. That's why I love it so much. Let's look at some more. Ale, Robin, Ale, Thomas Goodrick. Oh, Thomas, how's it going, mate? Good to hear from you here. Good to hear from you. Yeah, go Robin. He's doing very well in the competition at the minute. Germany got some German supporters. Yeah, Emma and Sophia for the under-19 girls. They had a really good first race. They had a really good first upwind on their last race, and they had some really good results. So that's great to see as well. Arriba, Españata. Arriba. There we are. Some more Spanish supporters. Pilar, how's it going? Another IQ racer. It's great to see. Then some Lindor, Plamsia, Mateo, go Mateo. Yeah, great to see as well. Some more supporters. We are seeing that race start. We are seeing the black flag up on that boat, so we do have just under 2 minutes to go. So it's not quite right that start. So we do have a little bit of time. So we've got a bit of time until the men's fleet will be racing again. Don't worry, we don't have 10 seconds till the start. We do have over a minute to go at the minute. Vamos primoto a tope. Yeah, sick. Indeed. Rafti Danielle Ziv is saying hey and good luck. Hey Danielle, how's it going? And thank you very much and good luck to everyone in this race. Ethan, how's it going? Yeah, good that you're all tuning in. Hey Janelle, how's it going, Danielle? And there we are coming into the last minute for the for this under-19 men's fleet getting going for this race. And there we are, Davis Mazet in the middle there, repping that yellow bib, but they're all coming up onto the start line. Under a minute to go now, not long at all. Got a little fly on the screen. There we are. But coming up to this start, all lining up. Oh, it's extremely close again. They are pushing the limits. They are pushing the boundaries. Will we see maybe some more people over the start line? I mean, they're looking like they're all good at the minute. Oh, this is some expert riding there. We're seeing no line sag at the minute. They are really on top of it. They're really pushing the limits. Let's hear it. I didn't quite hear an all clear, but it looked extremely tight, didn't it? I mean, but we do have a group on that going off onto that port side. Look, they are ducking all of these riders going off onto the starboard side. So which is interesting. Maybe they didn't quite make the moves. Quite make the moves onto the onto the starboard side riders, my bad. But again, the majority are going off onto the right side of the course. And we're seeing some boats that are really razzing up behind all of them, really seeing who's making the right decisions. Where's the right side of the course? But Italy 345 looking like I'm pretty sure that's Jacopo having a great start in the middle, but it's all moving around. 286, and also Stash in there a little bit, but it's all moving around in this early bit of in this early start of the early leg of this race, the race number 3 here in the 2023 Youth and Junior iQFOiL World Championships here in Cadiz. I mean, maybe it is brightening up a little bit. I mean, it's still quite tricky conditions, you know. It is still quite tricky. It's very gusty, very shifty, and it really proves where the tactics and strategies really do need to be made. But here we are, a great shot of these. This is the under-19s men's gold fleet going through, making their way upwind. Oh, a little bit of a crash in there. I saw that. I don't know if you saw that. A little bit of an explosion there. But that's the things that can happen, you know. Those are the things that can... Oh, we can't. That's a great shot. That's a great shot to really demonstrate how gusty it is. We're seeing a really big brand of pressure onto that right side. I mean, all the riders at the minute, they're in a bit of a low, in that light spot. But as soon as they go into that dark spot, that is wind. That is strong wind. That's a gust. And in there, they can build up the speed. They can build up the height up wind and really gain on the others around them who aren't in that gust. Oh, but maybe the people on the right will be able to get into that gust first, and we're going to see who will come out on top. Oh, some interesting colours there. So I think that might be sand, and then is that deeper sports, or do you think that's weed or like mud? Colour of weed. But well, that's it. Right, moving back to the replay of that start. A great start from Slovenia. 31 there, great start, but all pushing out. Yeah, we are seeing that group on the port side, all ducking the rest, actually really trying to not push the limits, not push the boundaries there. Just be safe, you know. Remember the guys on the port start. Get the guys on the port start. Don't have right of way, but. Maybe Stas taking the lead, taking maybe over 50 meters on the rest. But again, Asghar, Hong Kong 37, having a great race so far at the minute. He had a really good upwind, and he was leading the previous race for a while actually. But Stas leading this race so far. Is he? I mean, if this is first place, this isn't quite Stash, but can't quite make it out. But this could be Jacopo actually. I can just see from his helmet. I think that could be Jacopo having a little lead on the rest. I mean, on the lead, he's not on the leaderboard, but it is indeed Jacopo. Jacopo having a great race so far. Actually, when this pans to the right a little bit, we will be able to see if he is winning. But I'm pretty sure he is winning this race so far, having a very good upwind and really extending the lead on the rest of his opponents here. Wow, he's got a fair bit actually, a fair bit on the rest. Jacopo Javali, I was right indeed. He has done a lot of racing in his days. He's done 4 medal races in the Youth and Junior series alone. I mean, he is a really great rider, and he's finished 3rd. That was his best result, a podium in one of the international competitions, which is just great. And he's doing it extremely well. I mean, Jacopo, he did come into today. I think it was 8th. I'm pretty sure it was 8th. He did come into it. And he's currently inside that top 10, but for sure the pressure will be on as he's near that limit of the 10th going into that medal race at the end. But I'm pretty sure it is Jacopo in the lead actually though. I mean, maybe he's not on the trackers, but it shows that Stash is also there as well. But Jacopo Javali, coming through, winning this race so far, having a very good race at the minute. Cool, blimey, he's got a bit of a lead there as well. But just behind him is 2 teammates. Italy dominating this race at the minute. Top 3, Jacopo from Italy, and then also Freddie in that 2nd place, repping that yellow bib, and then just behind him, the blue bib dude, the blue bib rider, that is Leonardo Tomasini. Oh, it's gusty though. You can't see it. You can see the gusts. can see the gusts, and it looks like Leonardo and both Freddie and Leonardo tacking in a bit of a gust there, but Jacopo also maybe moving into a bit more of a gust, really trying to catch the wind, trying to move into the big bands of pressure towards the finish as we go straight to the under 19. Well, the under 19 girls start coming through. Could this be both German riders down the end? Maybe Emma taking the poor end start again. Remember, she did do the same last time. Both Emma and Sophia quite together actually at the minute down that bottom end, but Emma's slowing up, really trying to get that start as perfect as possible, and she's going to bang that poor end as fast as possible, speeding up. She's accelerating. How will her start be? She's got a really good lane here actually. She has going right onto this left side, allowing her to have a lot of space. We have a little bit of a group going on the left side though, but okay, that is Sophia going down that bottom end, followed by Emma. Emma coming across our screen now, Jeremy 1-6. 6-1-4 was it, I think? But Sophia having a very nice lane, and then just Emma above her teammate. But it's interesting because we are seeing some different modes here. We're seeing Sophia down this bottom end going for speed. She's going for a lot of speed. Will that pay for her? Not 100%. It could do, it could not, because there's basically two modes that these riders can foil in, can windsurf in. They could go low mode that we're seeing Sophia doing expertly, which means you're going a little bit lower angle upwind, but you do go a little bit faster. And 1-2-4-7, it looks maybe this is paid as she's winning at the minute. I mean, this is just after the start, so anything can change, and it's really close between Emma as well, just to the left, and Sophia putting in her tack there, because maybe she doesn't, as the rest of the boys do make their way downwind, because I think they do not want to have the dirty wind from the boys. Yeah, Emma, and then also Tuva in the amongst of it there. Top three, and then also Emma 1-6-1-0 also in it there. But we will see in a sec who comes out on top. Tuva taking a little bit of a lead from Lena there in second. And then also Zara Rosaboom in there. Netherlands 1-2-7. But we're going to see who comes out on top. But yeah, with that mode, sorry. So we have the low mode, which is speed, basically. And we have high mode, which is height. And be a bit slower as we go to the replay again. We saw Sophia Mayer down that bottom end, having a great start, actually still pumping, trying to establish her lane as high as possible. Sophia Mayer having a great start there, closely followed just behind her 1-6-1-0, starting a bit higher up the line. That was Emma. But we'll see how they stand at the top mark, which will be very interesting. But could this be Darcy with the British flag coming through in the under-19 girls fleet? Remember, the girls and the boys are racing at the same time for the under-19 groups, going straight back to the girls. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is not 100%. Let's because remember, the girls and the boys for the under-19s, they use exactly the same equipment. So it's the 8 meter, it's the 900 front wing, it's the same board. It's the Starlight construction of the starboard iQFOiL. But yeah, here we are having two. Seeing that little the little leaderboard for the men on the left side. Looks as if Stash could be right up there. Stanislau, right up in the rankings there. But here we are on the pretty sure. Okay, this will be. This is the men. Yeah. No, it is the men. It is the men. So these guys are making their way back up. Let's go with the men. I'm pretty sure they are the men. Turkey flag there. Going across. There is their mark. We can see the mark. That big black. Well, it's black at the minute, but it is red. Red on the left of the screen. They're putting in their tacks now to make their way onto the Okay, no, this is the girls, I'm pretty sure, actually. This is the girls as they're making their way to their first upwind mark. Who will be in the lead? It looks like that girl on the left side coming across on that ley line now could be in front. But we'll see. We'll have to see how good their tacks are. Oh, it's going to be very, very close. Big, really close between these top 6 or 7 or so, and that was a great tack from that leader in there. Oh, a big attacking move there, just trying to make their way across. Yes, that is the girls as they're heading straight back downwind for their first downwind as they are doing the inner loop course. But leading, there's those top 2 in the front there, very close between each other. We're also seeing Tuva there with that ripping that yellow bib. Let's say 4th position, I think, in the minute, but very close to her. That is Lena Erzen from Slovenia. But in front, I'm pretty sure that is repping the blue bib. That is Carola Colasanto on that left side. But in the front, I think that could be, if I am right, I can't quite see the number, but it is Christina and Emma from Estonia. Looking possibly Christina could be winning this race at the minute, taking a bit of a deeper line from Emma there. Estonia 127. But we're going to see. But then Carola actually making a bit of way from there. Where is this cross? Remember, Emma is on that port side. Oh, Carola taking a little bit of a win there. A little bit of a gain there from Emma, but having a comfortable lead at the minute. On our screens at the minute, this is the top 3 for race number 3 here on day 4 of the iQFOiL World Championships. Christina currently leading this race. Christina Pinosova, check 2:8.9, having a great race so far. She did do extremely well in the races before. She is our current European champion of this year, and she came into today in 4th place position. So for sure, she will be wanting to really win everywhere she can and move up the rankings and maybe even take that world title as well as the European title. But just above her in that 2nd and 3rd place position, that is Carola. Carola, she came also. Let me remember. She came second. She came second in the European Championships as well, which is great. So for sure, she'll be wanting to really attack Christina, maybe take the world title, maybe off of her. There we are. She is 17 years of age. She has done 5 medal races in her time. So she has been at the top of her game for a very long time, and the highest event finish is 1st. She is the European champion at the minute. Ooh, a little bit of a crash there. I just caught the end of it. I caught the splash because I was looking at that little lead ball, but a little bit of an explosion there. Hopefully they're all right. But that shows how hard they really are pushing, trying to get the fastest as they can. Little wind coming down in the gust with the waves. You know, it's hard conditions out there. But Christina Pinosova on our screens at the minute, currently leading this race for race number 3 here on. Here in day 4, here in Cadiz for the 2023 iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships, and she's just making this upwind look. She's just doing it expertly, isn't she? Absolutely, just cruising it upwind, really defending our lead at the minute. I mean, at that bottom mark, she did look like she did have a bit of a tasty lead there. I mean, nothing too large, but I mean, you think anything can happen, especially in these changing conditions. But here we are, Stas on our screen now. Stas taking a really big lead, 400 meters on the rest of the pack there. Absolutely amazing stuff. Stas taking the win. Poland 7-7-7. 7, yeah, that was 3 sevens. A great race from Stas there. He did come into today in 4th place, so for sure he'll be wanting to punch into that podium position, into that top 3, and picking up a win, a 200-meter win from the rest. That will really be giving him a lot of confidence. Yeah, giving a little signal. Yeah, I'm doing a sec. Let me have a quick break. Let me have a quick drink and fuel up. Hopefully we do get a little bit of a chat to him. See how it was on the course and how he got the win from so much. But in that 2nd place position was Jacopo as the rest coming across the line now. Davis also coming through, and a little bit of a hand up there from Freddie Poloni. He has stopped at the finish line. He looks like he is giving it the big un. Maybe, or it doesn't look very happy, does it? Which will be interesting to see why he's not too happy. I mean, he came a bit further down. He did. he is, well, he's repping that yellow bib at the minute. He's in first place position, but all the rest coming across the line now. But we're going to have a cheeky interview with Stas, the winner of the race 3 here on day 4.
All right, congratulations, a win for you. This is the first one for you today. How was this race for you?
It was amazing. I had a big advantage on second guy. I'm super happy about that. I had not the best start, but my pump and ability to pump was just incredible, I think, and I gave my best, and that's the result.
Nice, yeah, you were absolutely going insanely fast. You were in front of them with at least 30 seconds. What was the winning tactic this race?
You know, there is a, I don't know how to say it, but there's a little tip that I can't explain because it's really hard, but the water is moving under the water. And that's really important in this kind of race, because this spot is like almost the ocean, you know, it is ocean. So there's like, I don't know, how was it?
Currents.
Currents, yeah. And that's really important here. And I think I won because of knowing what's going on here.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Great to hear from Stas there. He won that race for the boys. And going back to the girls' fleet, here we are, Kristina Pinosova on our screens. She's winning this race at the minute, closely followed by only 30 meters behind. We do have Tuva Oppadell and then Carola Colasanto finishing that top 3 at the minute, but I'm pretty sure they are on their downwind at the minute. They are on their downwind at the minute, yes. Pretty sure. Oh, there we are. Tuva Oppadell on the right of our screens. Cruising super fast on this downwind. Top 2 at the minute. These are the top 2 for the under-19 women here on the third course race here on day 4. And it's picking up a little bit. I mean, it certainly is picking up a little bit. It's full power, you know. It's full power now. I mean, we did see earlier it was around 30 knots, but I mean, from this shot, you tell me. From this shot, I think it might be picking up a little bit. Maybe not a lot, as it is quite wavy, so the waves can show maybe a little more wind than there actually is. But Kristina Pinosova rounding that mark now. They were on their top reach. Now I've worked it out. They are out on their top reach. Kristina Pinosova currently leading this race, but really close behind her. Tuva Oppadell, Norway 2.9. Oh, she is maybe even gaining a little bit here. Only 20 meters. This could be any little mistake here from Kristina can really allow Tuva to really just roll straight over her and maybe take the lead. But Kristina deciding to jibe out a little bit. Jibe out a little bit before Tuva going a little bit further, but it's interesting to see. Maybe Tuva is doing this to go for a bit more, well, not risk, but mix it up. You know, if she just goes the same ways as Kristina the whole time, it's possible that and if she, only speed will matter and maneuvers. However, if she goes another way, risks it a little bit, maybe she is able to catch a bit more gust, a bit more of a lift to move her down the course a bit more. But she has decided to jibe off now and making her way down to that bottom gate. Remember, this is their last downwind. After this, they have one final reach towards the finish, so it's all on. And look at that distance between them. There's 10 meters. It will be really interesting to see where they cross. It's going to be extremely close. We saw when Kristina jibed off, it was terribly close, very close. But that's the cool thing about course racing. They can go completely opposite sides of the course, and they can still be really close together in terms of distance to the next mark they're heading to. But Tuva Oppadell, she's really let her out all off. We can see how long that boom is sacking over the side. That means that the sail is a little bit deeper to catch more wind, to hopefully go a bit deeper downwind, a bit more speed and a bit more depth. But Kristina in the middle of our screen, just in the distance there, also putting in her jibe there. It's going to be Cool, blimey. I am excited to see where they cross. Who would have taken it? Remember, Christina did have a pin us over. What a last down win for those top 2 riders there. Absolutely amazing stuff. And then also in that 3rd place, will she be able to cross the finish without exploding? Of course. Expertly done. A little bit of a touchdown there. Emma, Estonia, 127 also crossing the line. And then Maya Giesler. Oh, will Lena be able to take it? Oh, God, blimey, that was close. And then Merve Vatan also coming across the line now, finishing that top 6. And then a little bit of a gap. Check 80. I'm pretty sure that is Nella coming across the line. A bit of a gap there. But it's that is indeed Nella coming across the line. Just below her, Darcy. Darcy is really making an attacking move there. Oh, I think she might take that. But women's replay coming across now. Is this maybe the? I think this is the men. This is the men's replay. This is Jacopo. He had a really good race actually at the start. He was leading by a fair bit, but Federico, he did make the gap quickly as we saw there and really make the gap. But this was, I think, this was the important downwind. We saw Stas take the win here. He had a really juicy lead actually at that last reach, which was really interesting. It'll be and we got that little interview to see why he managed to do that so fast, which was cool to see. And then back to the finish line of the women's. This is the women's under-19 fleet coming across the line now. Let's get a little interview of Tuva Opedel, the winner of this race that we just witnessed.
All right, amazing race from you again.
Thank you.
It was pretty tight together with Christina Pinasofa.
Yeah, it was really tight, and I just managed to get her at the last time, just because I managed to get one win. Woo! Managed to get one jibe less, and I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So super tight racing. You're enjoying the racing here in Cadiz?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really nice. Yeah. Today's been a little rough morning, a lot of catching up, so I'm kind of, but it's good. It's getting there. Yeah.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tuva Opedel winning that race, winning the 3rd race here on day 3. She's happy, isn't she? It was just sick to see. She is repping that yellow bib, and for sure that will okay, back into the replay of this girls' fleet. We did see Sophia Mayer down that bottom end again, and also Emma getting those clean lines down that bottom end, and also Nella, check 80, also having a great start there. But quickly, we did see these these 3 riders having a bit of a gap towards the rest. Christina having a really good lead throughout the race almost. Just until the finish, she did everything absolutely epically. We did see Carola up there as well, but here was where Tuva, it was this last downwind. We saw how close they were there. Christina jibing off earlier than Tuva, and Tuva really going a lot further on that right side. And there was that defining moment where Tuva took the lead from Christina and took the win in that race. That was sick to see, wasn't it? Absolutely awesome. Great bit of strategy and technique from Tuva there. She's had a lot of experience. She was last year's European champion. Last year's European, it was the European Championships. She won. She is last year's European champion, and for sure, she's winning this World Championships this year as well. So for sure, she will be wanting to pick up yet another win here at the iQFOiL class. Back to the start line. Leonardo Tomasini on the picture at the minute, and Ian Anik also there at the minute. Axel, there he is. What a lad. Estonia 686. How's it? Back to the comments. How's everyone going? Rafti, Danielle Ziv is saying hey and good luck. Hey Ethan and Danielle, how's it going? Yeah, good luck to everyone on the course. It's epic stuff. Wake up French, Mathurin. What do you mean, wake up French? they're doing sick. They're doing really, really good at the minute. I mean, yeah, they're doing well, but okay, here we are. Race. Uh, yeah, they're doing. Yeah, they're going. They've got a big team here as well. The French. They got a very strong team. All the way through to junior and through to senior. They're doing very well. In the under 17 boys, they're currently in on the podiums at the minute. We're seeing okay, back to the race results of that under 19 girls race that we just saw. Tuva Opedal taking the win, Norway 29, Christina close behind her, and then Emma finishing that top 3, Maya Giesler. Also, the two Norwegian riders having a really good competition so far, and then Lena in that finishing that top 3, top 5. But yeah, no, the French, they're doing extremely well. In the boys, we have Killian leading so far. Also Hoel in 3rd place, and it looks as if, well, they could even, some would say, maybe they're dominating the top 10 of the under 17 men. The French, but yeah, no, they're doing well. There's so many nationalities here, as it is the World Championships. We've got people from all around the world here racing in the Bay of Cadiz, in the south of Spain, and it's been epic. It's been epic so far, and we're really looking forward to what's coming up. I mean, today we've had 3 races, we've witnessed 3 races on course area B for both women and both men for the under 19s. It's been great. Pilar, Lafi, once again. Top Antonio. Yeah, Antonio's doing very well in this competition as well. Really coming into it. Where is the commentary box? The commentary box is so it's if we're looking. Okay, so we're in a studio with the whole set on the beach somewhere. On the beach somewhere. So we're having a really good view out, and really good managing to get some really good footage for the live stream. How was it in Cagliari? Cagliari was good, Thomas. Yeah, no, it was great. But now we're in Cadiz, and we've got the iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships, and it's going great. It's going really good. But we've got some more races coming up. After I'm trying to start always. Yeah, coming up. Here is the next start for the men Gold Fleet coming up. We've got a little group down that bottom end deciding to go off onto the port side, but again, the majority deciding to go off on starboard. I mean, we're definitely coming into this last minute now. Last minute, not too long to go. Probably around 10 seconds. What it looks like. 5, 4. Oh, we've got a little hand up, which is nice for the riders. Interesting stuff. Really pushing that start line again. Val Erzen, Slovenia 31, and also I'm pretty sure that's Antonio having a very good start there as well. But yeah. The men's start as well, having a great men's start for the race number 4. Remember, the plan of today was to do 4 races for each of the under 19 girls, the under 19 boys. Under 19 Gold Fleet boys, and then we'll see. So in theory, this will be their last race of the day for the under 19 boys here. Stas having a great race so far. He did win that last race by a fair bit, but it's all moving around at that top at the minute as it's just after their start. So here is where the positioning really matters, where they will establish their lane in the race, where they tack, where they jibe, and where they decide to go, which side up the course. I mean, we're concentrating here on this left side, this left group going up the course. Why did they go off the left side? Maybe they thought there was more wind on this left side. We saw Tuva in the previous race winning her race purely as she went further on that left side on the downwind. So maybe it was a good decision. Maybe they had a little look at the girls group, the girls race, and which side they decided to go. Going back to the replay of that start of the under-19 boys. It's cool because he's got a little hand up telling the riders when it is, little finger up, and I think that was, again, a great start. Great start, España, 52, having a really good start there. But yeah, it's interesting. 'Cause I think if you agree, I think the Spanish are really pushing their starts at the minute. That's where they're really standing out. Pushing those starts, getting on those starts as soon as possible. Really trying to pump over everyone else, and it's doing well. It's doing really well. But here we are. Going back to Freddie with the yellow bib on there. He's currently winning the competition at the minute. Double D, check 63, 308. 63 is indeed Double D, having a great start and a great first upwind, and then just a little bit in front of him. Not in front, but like more to the right of him. That is Stash. Poland 777. I mean, on the leaderboard, it looks as if he could be winning this race at the minute, but not much at all. Val Erzen also in that top 3 at the minute, doing extremely well. We did see him as well, starting off that poor end of the start, and he had a very, very good start. But Stash really pushing out from the group here. But who is that on the right side? Could that be Leonardo Tomasini? I think it is an Italian flag, if I can just make it out right. I think it is, but he will be. He's now on the. He's now done his tack. So effectively, he's got maybe a little bit advantage, and as well as being on that starboard side, as Stash goes into his tack. Super speedy tack, also safe tack, but speedy, fully planing the whole way, and he's pumping right onto the Italian rider, whoever it quite is. My bet's it's on Leonardo Tomasini. Could that be a blue bib? I'm not 100% sure, as David Derda, Double D, takes that 3rd place, or maybe not. Maybe a better tack from the Polish dude. But Stash rounding the top mark in 1st place. He's now making his reach. Oh, it's Jacopo, Italy 345. Jacopo making his way in 2nd place on this top reach. But Stash, that's sick. That is a really cool position, isn't it? Just cranking down on this top reach, full power, really leaning out from the equipment, having the heel on the board, you know. This is how they have a bit more push on the foil. A little bit stats on Stash there. He's really good. He's highest event finish 2, and he's entered many events. He's really, and the event average is 8th, so he's really one of those top players, and he's doing it expertly here and demonstrating it here. Stash having a healthy lead on Jacopo, just behind him actually, and then Poland 147 in that 3rd place position, having a great race as well. Poland, yeah. Here we are on that top reach. Stash having a great. Okay, we're starting soon as well, because remember they are starting on the same course, but making their way down this top reach. That's a cool shot, isn't it? Let's just witness that for a bit. As Stash rounds that reaching mark, going around, followed by Jacopo in that 2nd place position, and then Poland 147 in that 3rd place. A big battle there between those two Polish riders. Also, Freddie in the amongst of it there. The Spanish dude, rider in the amongst of it there, and then also Double D through into that piece there. And 1. It is Olaf, indeed. I thought it was Poland 147. Olaf having a great race. So just have a quick look. It was indeed Olaf. He's having such a good race at the minute. I mean, I talked to him this morning. He wasn't quite happy with how his competition was going. Actually, he was. I think he said he was around 40. Not quite where he wanted to be, but with this race, for sure, he's doing incredibly well in this race. Currently 4th, actually, and I really hope he's gonna keep that top 5, maybe, and really have a great race here and give him a lot of confidence as his teammate. Poland 777 Stash is still having a comfortable lead, having a cheeky look at Jacopo, who's in that 2nd place behind him, just really trying to control and defend the other riders to keep his lead in this race. Making their way down. Oh, it's definitely picked up there a little bit, though, hasn't it? We saw earlier it was around 10 knots, and it picked up to around 13. I mean, now it's windy. Now it's super. I mean, maybe I don't know, but what do you think is out? How many knots is out on the course at the minute? I mean, I'd say maybe verging on 15 to 20 knots out there. It's looking extremely strong. Yeah, put it in the comments. How windy do you think it is at the minute? I mean, they are full power downwind, absolutely full power. As Stash and Jacopo, the first and second in this race so far, go for their jibe and really putting in their pumps downwind. Oh, you can see how gusty it is, though. It's really tricky conditions. Now those top 2 riders are in that gust. Maybe they jibed at that position to stay in that gust, which for sure they would have done. But Poland 30 also coming into the amongst of it. Igor making a very attacking move on Jacopo there. He is in 3rd place. That 2nd and 3rd place is extremely tight. Oh, wow. And then Freddie just behind there, checking a bit, jibing a bit earlier, and they're all jibing onto this ley line. Where is this ley line now? They are making their way downwind to this bottom gate. And it'll be interesting to see which side these riders decide to go up the course. But Stash deciding to take the right of the course. And it's still in this lead. Oh, Freddie coming into it, going off onto this right side in 2nd. But it looks as if... Oh, yeah, Jacopo as well. Freddie has taken a little lead over Jacopo here. But these top 3 riders, Poland 30, I think he could have gone off onto the other side, as we can't quite see him at the minute. But Poland 30 is in that top 3. Igor, it is indeed Igor. Stas maybe having a bit of another lead, gaining maybe around 50 meters. But Igor as well. Maybe the left side of the course was the correct way to go. Freddie still putting in those pumping stints to try and overtake. But there we are. They're in the background. That's where course area A is. So they're not super close, but they're also not super far away. Both course area B and A. Here this week we're going to be live streaming the course area B. Course area B, as it's a bit closer to the beach, and we're on the beach, so it's going to get some great footage, some great connections for you here. And we're going into the girls' fleet. The girls started their 4th and final race. Well, not confirmed that it will be their final, but the plan was for both fleets to do 4 races in the day. And they've just started. I mean, they're on their first upwind now, and it looks like Czech 80 is really up there. Nella also up there. Poland 122 also up there as well. A lot of mixing around, a lot of moving around. But also, Christina and Tuva maybe snatching that lead off the rest, which is very interesting to see. Tuva winning that last race, Christina in 2nd, and they're exactly the same positions at the minute. I mean, Christina was winning the race by a lot before, as this under 19 girls fleet start round their top mark and make their way downwind towards their bottom mark. They then make their way back upwind, the reach downwind, and then to the final reach. So it's just started this race, to be honest. I mean, the target time for these course races is 16 minutes. So it's not long, but it's also not short. Within those 16 minutes, anything can happen. And you can already see by the upwind how spaced out it really has become in these tricky conditions. Kristina Pinosova on the far left of our screen at the minute, currently leading this race. And then just to the right of her, Tuva Oppedal. These are the top 2 riders at the minute. And then Carola Colasanto, Italy 239 in that 3rd place position at the minute. Oh, but Tuva, we saw last time Tuva making a very attacking move and doing a very good downwind on the last race, and it looks as if she's doing the exact same on this first downwind and possibly taking the well, you can't really tell who's in the lead at the minute as it's so damn close, but Tuva Oppedal, okay, maybe she has extended a little bit on Kristina. Wow, Tuva Oppedal's downwinds. God, they're just epic, aren't they? That's where she really takes the lead. It's really, really, really great to see. Really, really awesome. I mean, it's full power now. It really is. It's windy. I mean, they're out the back strap for the downwind. They're really trying to get the depth, trying to get the speed. But here we are, the leaders of this under-19 girls race, currently in here on day 4 for the iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships here in Cadiz. It's windy. It's great conditions. Tuva and Kristina on our screens at the minute. Where is that bottom mark? Will they both decide to go up the same side? Maybe Kristina thinks maybe she can catch Tuva on the upwind, and maybe that will mean she can decide to go the same side. But everything will be to do with this mark rounding. How is this mark rounding smooth from Tuva? Little bit of a touchdown, really carving very hard from Kristina as Maya Giesler also crosses that bottom mark. Carola, Maya taking that 3rd place. Carola there, maybe can't quite see the rest, but Tuva. Yeah, it's interesting because you see, maybe Kristina had a bit of a better mark rounding there. She's got a bit more higher upwind. Hasn't quite got control over Tuva now, but Kristina just needs a bit of speed. Catch Tuva up a little bit, and for sure, she'll be in that defending place. But that means Tuva has a bit of pressure of when to tack, because Tuva can't, it's against the rules for Tuva to tack directly on top of Kristina. But looks maybe she's got a little bit of distance, so she should be okay. But it's all going to be coming towards this ley line at the top, and see what's going to happen and where this is going to happen. The top 2 riders on our screens now for the 4th race here on day 4 for the under-19 women. The leader. Sweet. Yeah, okay. Got a little update of what's happened in the boys as well. So we're gonna have a little look at what happened in the boys. There we are. So Stash, he was leading this race. Oh, and just crashing on his tack, unfortunately. Oh, big L's from Stash there, which meant that Jacopo could take the lead in this. Oh no, Jacopo, he was in the lead there and just had a little explosion there, which allowed Freddie to take the lead in that race. Oh, Jacopo. Oh no, God blimey. That was very unlucky from both Stash and Jacopo, the current leaders in this race, so it's all mixed up. But that allows for Freddie to take the lead in this race. It's extremely close from these 2 riders there, both Igor and Freddie Poloni. Igor taking a really attacking jibe from Freddie there. Attacking jibe to really overtake Freddie, but it's extremely close. Where is this bottom mark? Freddie currently in this league, followed by Igor wearing that red bib, meaning he was in 3rd place. Coming into day 4 today. Oh, it's full power though. Wow, it's windy. It's full power. Freddie Poloni cruising on this last reach. Oh, it's windy though. It is super windy. As we saw before, anything can happen. But Freddie winning that race, followed by Igor. Wow, we saw from that little replay. Wow, that was a little bit dolphining there from Igor, but that was interesting stuff. But that really shows, do not give up within these races. And then Jacopo coming across the line, followed by Double D in there, and also Leo coming across. Oh, coming across the line. Oh, Bonnie having a great race as well. Alvaro having a great race there. A lot of these riders all coming. Noe's in there as well. Davis is there as well. And Olaf having a great race there. Well done, Olaf. Oh, going for a little bit of speed on the... Oh, Asghar. God blimey. Having a bit of an explosion there on that last finish. Nearly annihilated that boat, but luckily he ditched before the end. But here we are, the rest of this under-19 gold fleet coming through. Oh, wow, what a shot, what a shot. Oh, and straight back into the girls, and it looks as if Carola Colasanto has taken the lead so far. Oh, it's extremely close between these top two riders now. Both Carola Colasanto and also Tuva Opdal. Wow, it's really windy though. We can see how much it's picked up, even from those crashes from the boys. It's got really hard. It's gusty, but it's also super windy now. I mean, maybe there's 20 knots there. I'm not too sure. But it is very, very windy now. But Tuva really doing this expertly. She's held the lead so far. Boat. Are they on their reach? I think they might be on their... Yes, they are on their reach. They're on their top reach. That's why that boat is following them there. Just behind her, Christina Pinosova, Czech 289. Norway 29. She was last year's European champion. And now Christina Pinosova is this year's European champion. So it's going to be interesting who takes this win for the fourth and final race here on day 4. But Tuva having a maybe they're on their downwind actually. Can't quite make it out. But here we are, the top 3 on our screens at the minute. Tuva Opdal in that on the left of our screen, having taken the lead in this race. God, what a feeling that must be, having a lead in the race. But also having Christina and Carola directly behind her. These are super well-established riders as well, being the vice European champion and the European champion. The pressure is on as the girls make their way downwind. This is their final downwind. Oh, it's strong. It's strong now. They are almost, well, it looks maybe they're a bit powered. They are very, very powered. It's tricky conditions out there. Tuva having a look at Christina. Watch Christina's next move, but Christina taking a bit of a lower line, which is interesting. Tuva jibing in now. Looks as if she could have annihilated Christina, but Christina also taking a little jibe there. Or that looked as if that was a very good move from Christina, though, taking the lead. Well, maybe not taking the lead. It's very close between these top 2 riders at the minute, actually. Christina and Chris in a... I can't speak my words, it's so exciting. Good grief. Christina taking that bottom line, but Tuva deciding to go a bit further upwind to really try and dominate, to try and control Christina on where she goes. But Christina, she's still going fast. But maybe Tuva will bring out the speed, bring out the balls, and really try and go over the top of her, roll her. But it's all down to this bottom mark. Where is this bottom mark? It's going to be close. Tuva Opdal and Christina Pinosova in this first and second position in this fourth and final race for them today. This is going to be extremely close. Christina deciding to go a bit... very interesting. It's looking like it is still terribly gusty, you know. They've spaced out a little bit, but it's still extremely close. Tuva maybe taking... where is this bottom mark? It all does depend on this bottom mark. Maybe Tuva taking a little lead from Christina here. Oh, God, what a little mix up there, wasn't it? But there's like, how many board lengths? Like 2, 3 board lengths here. Tuva putting in a jibe, making her way down to this last buoy. It is all down to this. She makes it. These riders will be going down to the last mark. They're making their way downwind, and then it's through to a final reach. But Tuva Opedal having around 20 meters on Christina now, repping that yellow bib. Just looking at Christina, where is she? What is her next move gonna be? And Maya Giesler coming into that top 3 as well. Maybe she could be in amongst of these top 2 riders now. She's really putting in a great stint here. Tuva going for the jibe. Where is that downwind mark? And Christina, maybe. Oh no, Maya just falling in, just exploding on her jibe, unfortunately. Christina jibing before Tuva. There is that mark. Who's going to make this mark first? Tuva rounding this bottom mark in first place. Closely behind her though, Christina. Now it will just be safe. For sure, Christina will be pushing to the absolute max, but it's quite short this race. Oh, and just behind her, Lena Erzin, Slovenia 5-1 coming through. Where is this finish? Tuva taking the win. Was it second and third? Was it second and third? I'm not sure, but it was extremely close. But Tuva Opedal, that was super close. But Tuva Opedal taking the win in this 4th race for the under-19 girls, followed by not too sure who's second, third, but it was Christina and Lena. Lena really came into the amongst of it there, but it is really hard out there. We did see Maya Giesler really come into the amongst of that top 3, but unfortunately, as it's quite tricky conditions out there, it's really windy, it's quite wavy, it means that it's very hard. It's very hard for these maneuvers and the techniques to be perfect. And we saw a bit of a crash there. And also in the boys, what a mix-up in those boys. The two leaders in that race having some explosions. What an explosion from Jacopo. Just absolutely like, he was like Superman at one point, wasn't he? He was fly, you know what I mean? But there is that finish. Tuva Opedal taking the lead, but here is that 2nd and 3rd place, extremely close. I think that could be a. I can't even tell, to be honest. Like, maybe Christina did have a little bit of a gap there, but it was extremely close. So you'll have to look at the results to see who took that race. But that's it. You do not give up until the very end. Lena really putting the hammer down and maybe even taking the 2nd spot, but she was for sure top 3 in that last race. But yeah, what's the plan now? Maybe we'll be having some more races, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And Ian Anik on the screen at the minute. Okay, another interview with Tuva after she won yet another race today. Let's hear it.
On the boats,
Yeah.
Another win for you.
Yeah, this was so tight. Like, I just got it in the end. It was so tight all the time, whole race. Like, and the wind picked up so much, so my downhill was not enough. So it was really hard, but I managed to get it in the end.
Nice. And we have one more race left. Will we see you back on the boat again?
Hopefully.
Nice. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
So yeah, she did say, as we saw on the screen as well, it is picked up quite a lot. It really has picked up a lot. But yeah, she's done it expertly. Even though she said equipment wasn't tuned quite right for these conditions, she picked up another win, and for sure she will be really high up there. Maybe still leading this competition overall. Absolutely epic stuff. But yeah, looking at the race results from that the previous race results of the men, Freddie picking up the win after Stash, and also Jacopo having a little explosion there. Well, not a little one. They were big ones because it's so windy. But yeah, interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. But yeah, it's picked up a lot, guys. It certainly has. Is that rain as well? Let's look at the water. Do you think that's rain? Not too sure, but it's looking a lot less visibility out there. The wind's picked up, the clouds have come in, and it's looking a bit gnarly again out there, looking a bit gnarly. But yeah, we'll be having, as Luke said on the boat, the interviewer, what a lad, we will be having one more race for each. That's the plan. That is the plan. Anyway, things can change, but the plan is one more race for both the under 19 girls and the under 19 boys. Let's have a little look at the comments again. Fingers crossed to Estonia. Yeah, Emma was doing extremely good in the races so far. In the women's races, doing very well. Marks are virtual and not necessarily accurate. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Nicholas? I mean the marks that you're seeing on the screen. They're like real marks. They're not like diagrams. I mean the race committee do their utmost effort to try and lay these marks as accurately as possible, so the course is perfect and effectively. But the thing is, especially in these conditions, in these tricky conditions, there can be shifts, there can be gusts, which does skew the course a bit. But that is all part of the game, all part of these course racing, all part of this course racing that the riders need to think about and compute into their racing strategy towards that race. Not sure the pin end boat should have a hand up. Is that allowed? Yeah, we did see he had a hand up, counting down with his fingers like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not sure. I'm not allowed with it being allowed. I assume it is because he's doing it, as he will be one of the race committee. I haven't seen it before in my time, but I mean it does allow the riders to maybe down that bottom end have a good idea on when the start line is. When the gun goes. I'd call that outside assistance rule 41. His hand wasn't visible to all sailors. You do touch on something a bit funky there, Ollie. Well, there we are. Well, we'll see if it happens anymore. Yeah, maybe check. Yeah, would be interesting to see. Nicholas, the marks on the under-17 course. Yeah, the under-17s are on the Alpha course today. As you said, I'm not 100% what the virtual. Are you talking they're like the robotic marks? Let's have a quick look at those live conditions. It's now 20 knots. 19's not for sure. It's maybe down to 15 to maybe low 20s because it's that gusty. But we've got an average of around 15 knots. And it's got a bit more rainy. It's got a bit more gnarly. But we're still racing, which is cool. Really sick. But there we are. We're seeing that yellow flag up on the boat at the minute. Yeah, if you're tuning in, do make sure if you have any questions or anything, do put them in the comments. I'll try my utmost effort to try and answer them. Or if you just want to say hello or like, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. So if there's anything jumping out of you, do write in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them. There's Olaf. He had a great last race. I did touch on it earlier, but he wasn't that happy this morning actually with his performances. But now he did a very good last race for sure. His confidence will be right back up there, and hopefully he will be having another great race in the next race coming up. But we are now in under 3 minutes. Under 3 minutes to go for the last start now. Can't quite see the flags, but the last I saw of them was that black flag was up, meaning that we are under. Okay, I think I just saw a black flag fly in the front of the screen, meaning that we might be even in our last minute of the start. Remember, the plan is this is their last race. This will be the last race for the under-19 boys. There's Robin. We had some Robin fans in there. Switzerland 51, and we have around 30 seconds until their last start. Davis Mazet is coming across the line there as well. Portugal, Switzerland, France. We have all countries from all around the world here. 20 seconds coming up. Oh, it's windy. It's really cold, blimey. It's very windy. I'm hearing it outside. It is super windy now. A lot more things to think about for the riders. How sketchy it will be. Oh my, it's super windy outside. But a big group actually starting off onto the left side. Here we are, 3, 2, 1. Bang. Oh, little bit of an explosion there, but Espana 52, Alvaro also taking, he does like that poor end, and Stash just to the left of him, but Alvaro really pumping into those tacks, and hopefully bringing having a good start towards his upwind. Oh, maybe maybe that's no, that is I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, that is it. That is indeed. I'm pretty sure. Human, though. Everyone's human. There we are. But there we are. That is the start. The start done. The start is away for their 4th race. The under-19 gold men is away. Oh, they're cruising, aren't they? Stas down that bottom end on the left of our screens at the minute, having a very good start, deciding to go off onto that left side. Maybe there's more wind over there. I mean, from the looks of things, the left side is like gnarly, the right side isn't. There's that little bit of crash there on the start line, and Espana 52 coming across the line now. Espana 52, that is indeed Alvaro having a great start there, but just to the right of him, that was Stash. But it's interesting. We did see that shot before. The left side looks a lot more gnarly than the right side. So possibly that could mean that there's more wind on the left side, which we are going to see. Because remember, Stash did go off onto that left side along with Alvaro. So we'll see who comes up on top in this upwind. But Jacopo 345. He was winning the last race actually at one point. He was doing extremely well, but fortunately he had a little bit of an explosion, a crash on that reach. But for sure, that would have given him confidence to show that he really can be at the top. He can be at the top and he can win a race, and hopefully he might be at the top of this race. I mean, he's currently leading this race, or I mean, he's super close between Poland 21 and Latvia 29. But yeah, Poland 21, that is Michal. Michal, that is he is doing extremely well and extremely well in the race at the minute. I think that might be him on the screen there. Not too sure, but Boris Shaw is. Oh no, that's Norway actually. My bad. But Michal, and also Davis. We did see some Davis fans in the comments there. Do we have any other fans? But it looks like he's in, and also Ian Anik in amongst of it there. Also Netherlands 173 in the fruitiness of it as well at that top end. But it's really picked up. You know, it's very windy now. The guys look like concentrating really hard to keep the flow on the foil, keep the height on the foil. Just make sure they don't hit the big blue dance floor. You know, I mean, if they're in the big blue dance floor, the sea, and might have a little dance in there. However, it's not fast to crash. Unfortunately, it might be very fun to crash. Might get a little bit of rush from it. Like, oh my days, I just hit the water so hard, and it's super fun to be honest to have a good crash. But in racing, you don't really want to crash because that means you are giving some distance away to the rest. But Michal, Poland 21, having a really good race so far. Where is that upwind? Is he round? No, not quite. That wasn't him. But Jacopo also in the amongst of it. There's Stash. Oh, it's all moving around in that top 3, isn't it? All moving around a fair amount. But Michal and Jacopo. Oh, there is that top 3. They've just rounded the. Yeah, they have. Yeah. Okay, that is it. So we see those top 2 there. The one on the left, the far left of the screen, that is Jacopo. He is currently leading the race at the minute, closely followed by Davis, but Sweden at 20-28. If I'm not mistaken, that is Vidar. That is Vardar coming across that his reach. Vidar, let's have a little look at the leaderboard. Not quite on that leaderboard at the minute, but for sure he will be doing very well in this race at the minute. He's cranking down this reach, isn't he? Full power, holding equipment extremely hard, really working those legs to keep that height on the foil. There is Vidar. I knew it. Vidar, age 18th. He's done 2 medal races in his time. So he's got experience at the top. He really does have experience at the top. But going back to that leaderboard, we do have Jacopo and Davis. Davis is in that top 3 at the minute, doing extremely well. And then Stas in finishing off that top 3. But also Val Erzin, Slovenia 31 in amongst of it as well. They are making their way. These are all the guys, all the under-19 gold men on their top reach. Remember that the under-19 men gold, they do their reach before their second upwind, that top reach before your second upwind. So this is what's going on now. So it's super full power at this top bit as Jacopo rounds that second mark. Closely followed by Stash and Davis though, but we'll see how this downwind goes. We have seen in previous races the downwind does cause a lot of humdingers, let's say, a lot of changing around, and it really is strategic strategies on this downwind. Oh, but maybe Vidar is actually in the lead. Core blimey, go on Vidar. Amazing stuff. We did concentrate on the top, but as we didn't see people around him, we didn't quite know where he was, but a little bit of a touchdown there as Jacopo just goes over the top of him. But Vidar decides to jibe out to get that clean win, get that clean air as Jacopo also jibes into that position there. But down this bottom end, Vidar, unfortunately, his track is not working for some reason, but Vidar maybe in the lead at the minute. We did see him round that top mark in first place, but Jacopo, he's having a very, very good downwind at the minute. Also Stash, this is the top 3. This is a great line to see. I mean, it's almost parallel with this bottom mark now, so it's all extremely close. A little bit of out haul off from Jacopo. Just tune in that sail downwind. We've also got the women's start coming up very soon. Under a minute to go for the women's start, as they do race on the same course. But Jacopo, Italy 3-4-5, cranking down this downwind and going straight to this under-19 goals fleet. Under-19 goals coming up. Under a minute to go. The white flag is up for them. All coming. There's a fairly juicy group down that bottom end, deciding to go off onto the port side. So we might see a bit of a coming together. Remember, the guys going away from us, they have right of way. They can say, like, they can tell the others, go away, go away, go away. And we often do hear a fair bit of shouting. So if we do hear the audio on the boat, we might hear a bit of screaming, a bit of shouting, which is always spices it up a little bit. But that bottom end where okay, and the start is off. Portugal 7-7 having a great start down that starboard end as well. A lot of crossing though, as Emma, Estonia 1-7 making her way out onto the left side of the course. But maybe that was a very port side bias. As a lot of those riders on the starting off on port, they did make that fly very easily, which was interesting. But Emma on our screens at the minute, Estonia, deciding to play it a little bit differently. She did start off that port end, so she did manage to take advantage of that bias. However, she started on starboard, so she did have right of way. And here is that start again. A lot of these riders deciding to start on the port side, including Tuva Oppadell there in that yellow bib. But Emma really deciding to balls up all these riders on port. Oh, God, I mean, not all of them. Manella having to stop up along with Maya to let Emma through. And going back to the men now, Jacopo Giavioli in the lead at the minute, and then on the right of our screens, well, that's Jacopo. On the right of our screens, it's Italy 3-4-5, and then on the left we have Slovenia 31. That is Val Erzin having a really good race at the minute as well. All Stas in amongst of it as well. Maybe I think Stas might be off the screen at the minute. He's probably taken a different route from the rest of the guys. Maybe gone off onto that left side. There is Jacopo. He was winning the last race as well, but unfortunately he did have a little bit of crash, so he had to give that first place away. However, he is leading this race at the minute, so for sure he will be doing his utmost just to keep everything stable, keep it easy, and make no mistakes, and really try and hold this lead. As look at that, he's got 100 meters on second place, over 100 meters on Stas in second place, and also Davis Mazes in that third place, moving up into there. But this top 5 is extremely close at the minute. After Jacopo at the minute, he's got moving. It's all moving around. You can really see those distances on the left of the screen. Jacopo having a great upwind actually. He's really made a lot of ground on the rider to the left of him. Really cranking up this upwind, really having a great VMG, super fast. I mean, they're doing around 17, 18 knots. Upwind, they're going extremely fast as Jacopo goes in for his tack, a really swooping tack to try and get every little bit of upwind distance he possibly can, and straight back up onto the foil. Pumping, trying to get onto that lane line for this last upwind. Latvia 2-9. The Davis fans. He is in second place. We will see. We will see how it goes. How it goes for Davis. I mean, Davis is doing extremely well at the minute with the Latvian dude, but and he is on the left of our screens. No, that is actually Stash on the left of our screens. But Jacopo. Oh, the sun's come out a little bit. Cool, blimey. We're getting treated. Oh, a little bit of blue sky. Cool. This is lovely, isn't it? Turning into a bit more like Spain. Oh, a little bit of dolphining there from Stash there, and also Davis making a very attacking move there. Davis on the left, putting in those pumps at the minute. Has he moved into second place? We will find out. But Jacopo just having a bit of a higher line into this upwind mark. He does have full control over the fleet here now. Going back to the girls, there is Tuva Opedal leading the race at the minute. Tuva Opedal, Norway 29, having a fairly lovely lead on Czech 289. Christina just behind her, and also Sophia Meyer, and then finishing. Whoa, the top 4, Lena, and then also in 5th that is Maya Giesler, the other Norwegian girl. But yeah, Tuva cranking down. Could she win yet another race here on day 4? It's going to be so awesome to see, but going straight back to the boys as they're racing on the same course. Jacopo Giavoli, Italy 3-4-5, just making this look. Is he making it look easy? Well, he's just doing everything so lovely and smoothly and perfectly that it just looks like he's got it. He's got it. But, you know, anything can happen, you know. He's got a fairly lovely lead on Davis Mazes just behind him, and Davis Mazes also having a fairly fruity lead on I think that's Stash behind him. Poland 1. No, Poland 1 has taken the has taken that third place actually. Poland 1, that is Maciek taking that third place, followed by Val, Slovenia 31, and then Leonardo Tomasini in there. Freddie Poloni also in that top 6. And then Stas has moved down just a little bit. Would be interesting to see what happened to him. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he had a little crash. Maybe he didn't quite make that lane line, causing him to do a double tack. But Jacopo Giavali. You Italians can say it. Please tell me if I'm saying that right. To me that sounds about right. But he is leading this race at the minute, having a very good race. But interesting. Oh, look at that! Look at peer your eyes to that leaderboard. Where's Jacopo gone? Oh, he's gone. Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone. Okay, so I think he's still in the lead actually. But Davis Mazes on the left of our screens at the minute, deciding to jibe a lot earlier actually. Trying to jibe a lot earlier, but it looks as if Jacopo still has the gains on Davis here. Of course, Davis will be trying to attack, really take that lead, but there's a lot of distance that separates these top two riders at the minute. But it is brightening up. Look at that. We've had a big mix of conditions. We've had fairly light, and then fairly light and pleasant, and then we like this. It's fairly light and pleasant at the minute. It's definitely dropped off a bit. I mean, it's still windy though. It's still windier than what it was. And we've also had some. We had I think that might have been a bit of a squall. Or do you remember? Maybe I don't know, 10, 15 minutes ago, we did have a big bit of fruity stuff coming through, like poor visibility. It was like raining. It was super windy. But now we've got something quite nice. As Jacopo and Davis both jibe onto their maybe might be their final leg of the downwind. Well, this is their final downwind before they go towards that finish. So it's going to be interesting to see if Jacopo can keep this lead. Jacopo came in today. Well, Jacopo overall in the rankings at the minute. Well, okay, how he rounds that bottom mark, but Jacopo came into today in let me just look. Jacopo, can't quite see at the minute, but Jacopo winning this race, the final race for the man here on day 4. Amazing stuff from Jacopo, awesome. And then Davis Mazes also coming through the line, absolutely amazing stuff. Top 2 riders for the under-19 Gold Fleet now through the line. Jacopo came I knew it. Jacopo came into today in 8th position. So there's that little humdinger at the start there, but also Alvaro having a great start off that bottom end, and then also Stash, and then Slovenia, also Val coming through. And yeah, do you remember Vidal at the start of that race had a really good first upwind and that reach he was leading, just adding to jibe out a little bit later, but then Jacopo, not quite sure what happened in that, but Jacopo deciding to, well, he took the lead somehow or another. We didn't quite see how he managed to do it. Davis did go for that fully falling tack there, not quite executing it perfectly, but he did it amazingly, and that allowed him to get that second place. But Jacopo coming across the line, winning this race here on day 4 for the Youth and Junior iQFOiL World Championships, closely followed by Davis Mazes. Going back, I think this could be well, there we are, the rest of that under-19 fleets coming across the line now. Top 20, top 30 or so, moving through the line on their last reach. A little bit of power there. Could that be some British dude, some Spanish, and then going straight back to the girls' fleet. This is their second upwind, and Tuva Oppadell. If this is let's have a look. Yes, it is Tuva Oppadell having a great. There is no one in front of her. She is just dominating this racing at the minute. She's had such a good day, picking up multiple wins today, and it looks as if, well, I mean, anything can change, but she could even maybe be picking up yet another win. But I mean, it's probably about halfway through the race at the minute. She is making her way down onto this reach. They're doing their top reach, closely followed by Carola Colasanto in that second position, and then Maya Giesler in that third, and then Kristina Pinosova, and then also Lena Ayers, finishing that top 5 currently in this race, this final race for the women here in day 4. But Tuva cranking down, cruising down for sure. She will see the drone at the minute, just right above her. No pressure, Tuva, no pressure at all. But she's just making it look easy. Is easy the right word? I don't know. She's making it look. That's the really important thing. She's such an expert, and her technique is so amazing that she makes it look like she's just having a doddle. But for sure, the technique in this has taken years to perfect. We did see her in one of her interviews, she was training with her sister Hella Opedal, also a amazing iQFOiL windsurfer, and also the Formula Foil world champion at the minute. So the Opedals have certainly got a lot of good windsurfing skills within their family. But back to Tuva, having cruising on this top reach, currently leading the competition in that yellow bib, coming into day 4 with that yellow bib, and I think if everything goes to plan, she could even be wearing that yellow bib for tomorrow. Remember, last year she was the European champion. Absolutely amazing stuff. She has dabbled in a fair bit on the senior equipment as well, and coming back to the youth, I mean, she's just dominating, isn't she? Absolutely dominating for sure. She's put in the work, she's put in the training, and it absolutely shows. Having a very tasty lead on Carola just behind her now, and then also Christina in that 3rd place positioning. Maybe she's just taken the lead from Maya there. We did see a bit of a moving around in that 3rd, 4th position. But Tuva making her way downwind. Remember, this is her final downwind. This is their final downwind. And then through to the finish. Through to the last reach towards the finish. Full leaning out, really harnessing the power of that sail, the power of the foil, and the power of wind. The power of the wind, the power of nature. That's what's so cool about the sport. There's no motors. There's no like mechanical motors on this equipment, you know. Everything is just harnessed from the wind, and it's so cool to see. I mean, look at Tuva right now. She's just flying. Well, absolutely flying at like super fast speeds over the water. It's just absolutely epic to see, isn't it? And just the feelings is so cool as well. It's so, oh God, it's windy. She's really in the leaning out position, trying to harness that power and going into her jibe. Where is that downwind mark though? Downwind, will she be on that ley line? We're going to see in a minute, but she's got over 100 meters on Carola, just behind her. I mean, that's that 2nd and 3rd place positionings on the left side of our screen. But also you have to think about the girl on the right of our screen. She's a bit higher, but she could be coming indeed. Maybe she'll catch a gust. Maybe she'll catch a little knock, which downwind you want knocks. So you can go a bit further downwind, but she's Tuva playing with that trim of the sail, really playing for it, really trying to get that extra depth, that extra speed downwind. Oh, that's sick, isn't it? Just so close to Tuva. Really pumping, trying to make that downwind mark. Where is that downwind mark? She's pumping, so I'm sure she might be able to get it. Maybe she's gained a lot as well. The rest having to go a bit higher. Carola and Christina having to go a bit higher downwind, maybe going for a bit of speed, or maybe there was a bit of a switch in the wind at the minute. But Tuva Opedal cruising downwind. She's leading this race today. Here on day 4, she's leading the competition, and if everything goes okay, she might be leading the competition again after today, putting in her last and final, last and final jibe here. Rounding that gate, going through the gate and rounding that mark on the right, and then through to the finish. You can just see the finish here. Tuva Opedal in that 1st place. She's still leading out both straps, full cranking. There's no stopping. There is absolutely no stopping Tuva. Insane race again. Oh, 2 hands off. That was sick. Cool, blimey. I was ready to see another mega crash, but that was sick. She's just an expert in it. Look at that. Happy as can be. And then the 2, Lena and I couldn't quite make out, and Christina also coming across the line. Could that have been Carola? I think Carola might have took the 2nd there, but then also Maya, Christina, and also Lena in amongst of it there. There's our race leader, Tuva Opedal, the winner of this last race today. And there's that media boat gonna get a cheeky interview hopefully soon. She's gonna. It's quite a fancy boat that actually. It's quite a lovely one. Got all the seats on it, but they're going back to that replay of the start of this race for the girls. Here we are. It was a big port bias, which was very interesting. We can see that port end really that was the place to start, with Tuva in that yellow bib, who won that race, starting in that bottom end. Emma on Estonia, starting off that other end, but there, Tuva. At the first up win, she was already leading, already leading. Oh, that's just, but there we are. Last race of the day. Here we are. Tuva Oppedal still leading the whole way. No mistakes from her in this race. No mistakes. She's won multiple races today, and finishing her day off with another race win. She'll be so unbelievably happy, and more than likely leading the competition overall. It's safer, and then both hands off. She's happy. She is happy crossing that line. Let's get a little interview with Tuva coming up very soon, I think. Not quite the audio on that one, so hopefully we get it in a sec. But yeah, back to the finish. That is going to be their last race for the day for the girls. Both the girls and boys heading in now on course Area B, where we've had absolutely amazing racing here on course Area B. We've had again a lot of switching around, a lot of moving around. I got a quick look at the comments again. Hong Kong 37, yeah, he's had some really good races today actually. He's been at the top at one point. He was winning at one point, which was really awesome to see. Wouter, top commentary makes watching much more interesting. Well done. Thank you so much. For that. No, it really means a lot. I do try my best, and let's try and bring some excitement to the racing, as it's so fun. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's so fun to see. I mean, and I did compete myself as well in this racing, and it's so fun. I mean, the feelings that all these riders are getting, along with the people watching, it's just so awesome. It's such an amazing sport, and it's so cool that I can get to watch it. So no, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Yeah, making their way into shore now. Day four for the under 19 girls and the under 19 boys. And now done. But it's great watching them coming through to the finish. Maria, I'm pretty sure this is just making her way in. Just a little smile to the camera. She's Maria. Yeah, making a little smile to the camera. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. It's just got to be done. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Right, making their way into the beach, but it's windy. I mean, we can see they are still fully powered up. We have Martina on the Poland 143. Martina fully powered up on the way in, but hopefully she's had a really good day. I mean, for sure it would have been really good fun, really great fun out here on course Area B, here in Cadiz, in the Bay of Cadiz, ripping that yellow helmet. Standing out, it's good stuff. Oh, there's a sick video of Martina here, isn't it? Let's just witness the cruising ability of Martina here. It's so cool. It's quite lumpy though, isn't it? It's quite lumpy. Look at the boat. It's like it's cranking over the waves. No messing around, isn't it? Absolutely no messing around. But there we are. Absolutely amazing stuff here in the Bay of Cadiz for the 2023 iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships. Today has been really good. We've had so many good days so far. Actually, I mean, we're here on day 4. We've just finished the day 4 for the under 19 men gold and the under 19 women, and it's been amazing. I mean, every day, I think we've had such a range of conditions, light, strong. Oh, there's Louisa. Netherlands 378. She'll be happy with this. She was not too happy with how she was doing at the minute, unfortunately. But hopefully she's had a really good day today. She's hopefully she's had a very good day. Louisa going through, making her way into the beach. Netherlands 378. It's windy though. Look at it. It's still super windy. let's watch Louisa go in a bit. She'll know at the back of her head that the drone is following her. She'll know, she'll hear the so, but I think just gone a bit out of range for that drone now. But there we go. All the riders making their way in to. Oh, wow, it's really picked up actually now. You can see it's like there's a. Well, again, I don't know because I'm looking at it on the screen on the beach. But if I looked on the beach, it's quite windy. There we are. How's it going? Back on. But yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. There's a little dude coming across. One of the coaches. Go on, give it the old. Yeah, of course he is. He's got to give it the old. But no, it's been another great day. But it's weird. Like you look at the left, right? Look at the left. It's like a bit gnarly, a bit like grey. And then you look on the right, and it's like heaven. It's like blue and like it's sunny and just lovely. And like we've had wind, we've had light wind, we've had crashes, we've had cruising along, and it's just been epic. Here's the beach. We're on the beach, bringing you all the coverage of this of the course. I mean, course area B, it's literally like just off this beach, and this beach is quite nice actually. It's like super nice like sand, and so it's really good. And then here's back out to the sea. But yeah, let's have a little look at the highlights of today. How epic it was. There we are. There's one of those starts. Sweden 28 having a very good start down that bottom end. And also, but again, we've seen it's been different the whole time. Boris Shaw coming across that upwind in first, and then Double D also there. Stash coming across that line as well. We saw a lot of starts. It was interesting, these starts today actually. We saw very standard starts, a lot of people going off on starboard. We had a lot of people doing some port flyers and starting off on port and making it, some not quite making it. But there's Leo on the screen at the minute, just cruising upwind. There's Boris, how's his tack? Super speedy, super fast. Here's Asghar. This was his amazing race, leading his race the whole way to that downwind. Absolutely amazing. He'll have a sick video from that, won't he? And there's one of those fruity port flyers, Merve Vatan. She did some, like, I think 2 or 3 port flyers absolutely expertly. And there is Freddie Poloni repping that yellow bib. Leonardo also, oh no, this is Carola actually. Carola in that blue bib. Pretty in attack. She had a good day as well, but maybe that standout from today from the girls was Tuva. She had absolutely amazing day. Asghar, oh, where is that line? Oh, not quite foiling. Yeah, here's Tuva, the standout from the girls today. But there some really great decisions, some great strategies made from Tuva there, and it's been she's had a very good day, and for sure I think she will be leading. Oh, there's that crash. Oh, Stash, that's rough, isn't it? And there's that reach. Is this the one from? Oh, it's going up. Holy moly! He's literally like at one point a Superman. But oh, that's so rough for Jacopo as he was leading that race. Poor dude. Oh, he was like Superman at one point, wasn't he? Oh no, that's poor dude. But he did do extremely well in the other races, so he did make up for it. And there's Alvaro coming across the line, and then also Davis. Davis is the there's Tuva doing it absolutely expertly. It's been such a good day. With the hands up, finishing it with, oh, look at that. That's a good shot, isn't it? With the hands just in the air, like, oh, I don't really care. I'm super good. That's sick, isn't it? But yeah, it's been an absolutely epic day again here in the iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships. It's been super good. I mean, we've had a range of conditions again. We've had lots of course racing for both the boys Gold Fleet and the girls both under 19 fleets, and it's been absolutely epic. And we're really, if anything, if we have any more of this, it's going to be even cooler for the next days. So do make sure to tune in for the next days. It's been awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in as well, and hopefully you'll be watching in for the next days as well. I'm Rafferty Reid. How's it going? I'm Rafferty Reid. I've been commentating today. Thank you so much for joining us, and really looking forward to the next days. Make sure to tune in, and make sure to keep with the socials. If you want constant updates, you can be with Instagram, Facebook, and also with the YouTube, you can watch it back. So yeah, but yeah, thanks so much, and we'll see you around.